And ladies and gentlemen, we are live for the third night of Caged Aggression, the Trilogy, here at the River Center in Davenport, Iowa, the co-main event. We've got Spencer Ray versus Quinn Murphy, Pat Miletich.
Spencer Ray, Quinn Murphy, both guys look for KOs on a consistent basis. Their entire careers have been, I'm either knocking you out, which is most of the time they're going to win by knockout, or every once in a while they'll go out on their shield. I don't look for this one to go the distance. These guys are bringing the fireworks tonight.
They both said they are looking for that finish, and I believe them. Now in the main event, we've got Dwight Joseph versus Eric Shelton. Eric Shelton, already a champion here, coming up a weight class in a very promising young man in Dwight Joseph.
Dwight Joseph he's training out of California with Team Alpha Male. He's 12-1. The guy is just on the brink of going into the UFC. Eric Shelton wanting to get back into the UFC. I got to tell you this, Eric Shelton going up a weight division against a guy that's this good says a lot about Eric Shelton's character and belief in himself. Both these guys never been finished, have several KOs, several submissions on their side, a big zero when it comes to getting finished. The only way they've ever lost is by decision, close fights many times. So these guys are world class, and Mike Goodwin has saved the best for last.
Absolutely. It's the third night, and in the first two, we saw plenty of submissions. We saw knockout finishes, and of course, we saw dog fights, Pat.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get it started. It's Caged Aggression, the final night of the Trilogy.
Fight fans of all ages, this is the moment you've been waiting for as 7G Distributing Bud Light proudly presents Caged Aggression 35, the Trilogy, our third and final three-night event hosted by the River Center. My name is Jason, your official voice from inside the cage, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to our third and final night. What started as a crazy idea 2 years ago has turned into a weekend where over 70 fighters from dozens of teams across the country converge here on the River Center to build careers, shatter dreams, and entertain you. But before we get to tonight's action, I'd like to take a moment and recognize all of our event partners that came together and helped make this entire weekend possible. Thanks to 7G Distributing Bud Light, thank them often, but thank them responsibly. Of course, the River Center, the official home of Caged Aggression MMA, La Quinta Inns and Suites, Ducky's Formal Wear, Galesburg, McCarl Family Racing, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, Stand and Protect Kai Hoas, Elite Loyalty Management, Old Town Heating and Air, Squirrels Tree Care, Delph's Pro Gym, The Cigar Social, Talon Grill, Walking Window Tinting, Wilson Construction, Hootie's Designs, Banker's Life, Kaylee Reagan, Princeton GMC, NitroTickets.com, and Mit Beast Boxing and MMA. And don't forget, you've got one last night here tonight to stop back in the back corner, visit our friends back there for your very own special event commemorative t-shirt. Better way, there's no better way for you to take home your own very piece of this weekend and support your fighter at the same time. All you do is tell them who you're here to see, they put that name on the back of the shirt, and you put a little bit of cash in your fighter's pocket, and that's all courtesy of our friends from Old Town Heating and Air. Let's give all of tonight's events partners a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to our production team, Mindprint Productions, The Music Connection, and Say Uncle Photography. Much gratitude to all fighters, coaches, and teams for their tireless commitment to be here this weekend. And of course, to Caged Aggression President Mike Goodwin for the endless and tireless work and dedication he puts to this sport and his athletes. Big hand to all those people, ladies and gentlemen. All of tonight's bouts have been sanctioned by the Iowa Athletic Commission, Deputy Ben Wilson, Inspectors George Chamberlain, Josh Ailes, and Benji Williams. Cage side tonight are greaseman Kevin Night Night Anderson, our timekeeper Clint the Antagonist Anderson, our judges Alex Orozco, Ian Haas, and Matt White, our cage side physicians tonight, Dr. Metcalf, our card girls, the lovely Serena and Jessica, color commentary for our pay-per-view provided by Jason Bermas and UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich Allen. Now if you'll please rise and help me welcome Dylan Idle for the singing of our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dylan Idle, ladies and gentlemen. All right, fight fans. One last time this weekend. You know what time it is. I'm gonna need a little bit of help. If we're ready to get this thing started, I'm gonna need you guys to get real loud. I'm gonna need you to make some noise. I'm gonna need everybody in here to let those fighters in the locker room hear you. Let's go, come on, get loud.
Oh yeah, let's buckle the truck up for Caged Aggression, the Trilogy, the final evening. We are kicking it off with Santonio Jackson, Quentin Stage. Santonio Black Dragon Jackson about to make his way down through the curtains. Fights out of Midwest Combat Club out of Decatur, Illinois. Got into MMA through his training partner, Ryan. Got him into the gym, and he's been fighting ever since. Feels like it's going to be an entertaining matchup, but his willingness to trade shots will help, as well as his tenacity. He respects anyone willing to put on the gloves and step into the cage. And after his first Caged Aggression fight, he fell in love. Plans on sticking around, Pat Miletich.
Well, if he plans on sticking around, trading shots is not the idea. Actually, you want to be the one handing them all out, not receiving any.
You know, I hang out with Pat Miletich, and any time I say this guy's a rough customer, he likes to stand there and bang, this guy loves to trade, those are pretty much the words coming out of your mouth. And you look at me dead in the eyes and you say, Jason, I made a living out of not getting punched in the face.
That's the way you're supposed to do it. What happened to, actually winning with style?
Winning with style indeed, and there's been plenty of stylish wins here over the past 2 days. I can't tell you how pumped I am right now.
And you want to be the guy at the post-fight party, your post-fight party, after you not only won, but there's not even a blemish on your face.
You know, that sounds good on paper, but then there are some gritty fights like the first night where you're undersized, you're closing the distance, the other guy is heavily muscled, longer than you. You grind out the victory.
You have the defense of the Washington Generals against the Harlem Globetrotters. Right?
All I'm going to say, Pat, is I saw a young gentleman who competed the first night. Gritty performance, very impressive. Clearly the victor, dominated his opponent. Still did not look very pretty the next day. Definitely took some shots. Those shots from the bottom, they'll still mark you up.
Yeah.
Quitting stage. Fights out of the Scrap Shack in Morrison, Illinois. He needed to learn how to defend himself, and he just loves to fight. That's how he got into the game. He's excited for the opportunity to be able to compete and put on a show. He believes his endurance, aggression, and heart overall are what is going to bring him the victory this evening. Likes the likes of Tony Ferguson, Rafael Fiziev, and Khabib Nurmagomedov. This is his debut here at Caged Aggression. Can't wait to see it. He's about to step into that cage for the very first time. Pat Miletich, what was your feel on that first time you stepped into not the tough man boxing, because I know you did that, but that first cage fight?
Well, yeah, I did a lot of tough man contests. Then I did amateur kickboxing. Then I did pro kickboxing. Then I did K1 kickboxing. Then MMA.
Gotcha. And we're going to kick it up to Jason Vargas and get this one started.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first bout of the evening is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Division, powered by McCarl Family Racing. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 145 pounds. He trains with the Midwest Combat Club and is sponsored by the Untouchables, the home team, Miller Incorporated, Tasia's Custom Creations, the Strength Academy, Club Fitness, and the crew. Joining us from Decatur, Illinois, Santonio Jackson. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 142 pounds. He trains at the Scrap Shack. Joining us from Morrison, Illinois, Quentin Stage.
And we are set to get underway. Right now, the fans favoring Santonio Jackson at about 63%. Quentin Stage, the underdog. Quote at cagedaggression.tv, and they waste no time getting down to business. A bump and dump. Great job by Stage. On top. All right, Pat, what does he have to do to get out of this headlock?
Well, he's fine. Honestly, he just needs to get his right arm out. If he just put his knee on his, well, now he did it for him, but both these guys have nervous energy right now, so there's a lot of flailing, a lot of useless energy being dissipated into the universe, so to speak. Once they get a little tired, then they'll calm down maybe.
Antonio steps right over, up into half guard. Goes for a right hand.
Punch in the half guard, punch! His guard's open. His guard's open.
Raining down strikes. Quentin Stage wildly trying to defend himself from the bottom. Pushing him up towards that cage. Looking to step over possibly with that knee.
Going for a leg lock here.
Get up, hips up, hips up.
It looks like they might be back to the feet. Oh, swinging while they're back to the feet. Santonio connects again. Stage with a couple of hooks. Oh, these guys are looking to strike.
Somebody's going to sleep, is my guess.
Oh, right hand by Stage. Right hand gets in there from Santonio Jackson.
Shoot under. Set up the shot. 1-1-2. 1-1-2.
Couple of right hooks missing from Stage. Connection from Santonio.
Ooh, big connection from Santonio. Another big left. Right gets through. Left gets through on the chin.
Fatigue
Stage.
setting in.
Exactly. Breathing heavy after that shot. Santonio dumps it. Looking for the finish right now as he's on top in full mount. We couldn't have a better view right now. That's about it. Santonio Jackson with the finish. And his corner is pumped. Another fun one at caged aggression.
As we guessed early on in this one, it was not going the distance.
No, I mean, you could obviously see it's young in their careers.
Sure.
Stepping in there. And a lot to work on, but a very fun and competitive fight for as long as it lasts, Pat.
It's all about experience.
Absolutely. And hey, if you're Santonio Jackson, that's a good way to get it going.
Wait a minute. Is that corner man the guy that sang the national anthem?
No, it is not. That's actually one of the caged aggression fighters.
Okay.
And he'll be competing later this evening, I believe, in his pro debut. If I'm not incorrect, I believe that's Bren Heathcock.
It is.
And he is
It
vicious.
I was joking.
Yes, he's a vicious killer, actually.
No, he's tough.
I'm
Very
not so
tough.
sure that the gentleman that sang the national anthem would last in the cage if he wasn't singing the national anthem. And we're watching some of the action right here. Here's the beginning of the end. Santonio Jackson with the mount, getting those shots in. And we're going to kick it up to Jason Vargas and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by TKO, Santonio Jackson. All right, we're here with your winner, Santonio Jackson. Santonio, first of all, man, congratulations on the win. Everybody wants to come in here and get an early night in the office. Hey, what was the key for you getting that quick win?
I knew my plan was to come in here and wrestle him. He opened up a little bit more than I expected to, so I had to get to it a little bit sooner than I hoped, but we got the dub, that's what matters.
Well, you got a strong camp over there at the Midwest Combat Club. Is there anyone you want to thank or any shout-outs you want to give before I let you get to the celebration?
Of course, first I want to thank my team. I got the best training partners in the Midwest. I want to thank my girlfriend because without her, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my friends and family that all came out to see me tonight. And I want to thank the fans for coming out and making it possible. So hopefully the night keeps going good.
Well, congratulations again on the win. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Santonio Jackson.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro tie-dyes?
Have you tried these yet?
I'm sorry, ladies. It's my roommate, Emmerich.
Emmerich. Is that Irish?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro tie-dye. The loudest flavors ever.
Damn, Pat Miletich. That's right. A little crazy to get into that cage.
You admitted that publicly?
You're damn straight. We got Trevin Coleman versus Chris Karamitros coming up. Man, I want to pronounce that right. Tevin Coleman fighting out of Marty's Mixed Martial Arts in Silvis. He watched his father, and he said, this is what I want to do. Loved it so much as a kid. That's why he's here today. He's facing a more experienced opponent, but he still feels his belief in himself is going to get it done. Focusing on his stand-up and his belief in himself is what he thinks is going to take him to victory. So we're looking forward to this one, Pat.
Yeah, we are. And were you struggling with the Tevin or the Coleman?
I was with the Tevin because I was thinking Trevin, and then the Karamitros.
Okay.
Karamitros,
that's good.
Well, I think the Karamitros is good. I think it was the R's that made me want to say Trevin and Tevin. Yes. Little inside baseball, folks. I'm kind of a jerk.
Listen, we like to give each other a hard time, period.
We do. Coleman looks up to Alexander Volkanovski. Some would say he's the pound-for-pound best in MMA right now, especially after that last performance. And
I believe so.
Yeah, and I believe he beat Makhachev. Let's be
Yeah,
honest with
yeah.
that. And that's not knocking Makhachev's performance.
No.
It's just Volkanovski is that good. Period.
Yeah. And upper weight division on top of everything.
I mean, when you're playing rugby at 200 pounds, though, you know, I mean, like
230.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
At 5 foot nothing.
I know. When I saw those pictures of him playing rugby, he looked like a different.
And he wasn't
human
fat.
being. I'll tell you what, Karamitros getting down to the beat. We got a couple of nice walkouts here. Karamitros fighting out a hard drive and Keone Koch MMA, Cedar Rapids. Wanted to find a way to challenge himself and stay active. He says, even though we're both amateurs, I'm excited for this fight and hopefully bringing a victory to the table. Looks up to his coach and believes that his wrestling and the support around him are what's going to bring him a victory. And he's been training over a year now, looking forward to creating and living out some of his dreams for the future. I like that positive attitude. You at home, cageaggression.tv, that's where you vote. And right now, Karamitros coming in at the favorite at 58% and change, with Coleman at about 41% pat. And he enters the cage. Let's throw it up to Jason Vargas and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Division, powered by Walking's Window Tinting. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 144 pounds. He trains at Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by Poor Boys Pizza and FGB Facility Services. Joining us from East Moline, Illinois, Tevin Coleman. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 146 pounds. He trains at Keone Koch Martial Arts Hard Drive Performance Center and is sponsored by Seeds Apparel, LLC, and OSS Orbit Submission Series. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Chris Karamitros.
Here we go, getting ready to do it. Karamitros looking loose over there, and ready for business. Let's see what we got. Tap him up.
Take your time. Set things up. Nice and relaxed.
Both feeling each other out a bit. A couple of feint leg kicks from both.
Boy, that right hand barely missed Karamitros. Nice takedown, though. Karamitros about to take him for a ride.
Looking to do so. Tevin Coleman trying to fight the hands right now. Getting smothered.
Coleman probably smart he didn't stand all the way upright there. Would have taken a rough landing most likely.
Flipping the leg from Karamitros.
Karamitros got that wrestling background. You can see how he's wrapping him up.
Back to his feet is Coleman.
Long arm serving a purpose, reaching around, grabbing that wrist control. Lost it, though.
Karamitros goes for the head kick. Coleman all over him as he slips.
Oh, nice
and dumps
takedown.
it himself.
Beautiful trip.
Looking for that back is Tevin Coleman right now. Hard to see whether it's under the neck or not. Trying to trap the arm with the leg. I like that.
He's high, so if Karamitros just elevates his hips, he can dump him off.
Not trying. He's fighting the hands underneath. Definitely not under the chin. Tevin Coleman goes to the side, showing a little wrestling of his own, Pat.
Coleman in too much of a hurry
Oh,
here.
he's under that neck, though, this time. The question is, he lock it in? No, he did not.
Just in too much of a hurry. Got to secure position before you go for submissions. That's like day one, 101 jiu-jitsu stuff.
We're a little over halfway through the first round. Plenty of action right now.
Karamitros trying to keep wrist control there.
Knee from Tevin Coleman into the sternum. Karamitros pressing him up against the cage right now. A lot of work being done right here. Knee from Tevin Coleman on the way out, swings and misses. Mitros looks very comfortable in there. Ooh, good kick. Looking for this could be the beginning of the end right there, Pat.
Well, if he doesn't get in too much of a hurry here.
Those shots are landing clean. Ooh, dragging Coleman to the ground. A little over 30 seconds to go. Coleman not going quietly, I can promise you that.
Looking for the mount here, putting pressure on the leg.
Trying to lock that head in and just continue to strike him.
Flatten him out again.
Looking for that, and this time he's successful. 20 seconds to work here.
Got to get his other hand out of the arm.
Absolutely. It's going to be tough to pull that choke off if that's what he's looking for. It doesn't look like a choke. It looks like he's going to try to strike him out here in the last 10 seconds or so. Tevin Coleman appears to be able to survive into the second round. Very competitive round, though. Oh, gets under the neck at the last second. You give him 5, maybe 10 more seconds, that fight's over. So, all right, Tevin Coleman walking over to his corner right now.
Mitros wins the round.
Absolutely. What is the advice you give Tevin Coleman right now?
Slow down. When you get good position, well, advance on that position, inch your way into position, whatever you got to do. Don't go for a choke when you don't have your legs in and don't have him flattened out.
Because he certainly had his moments in that round.
Yeah.
Looking at Mitros here. Here's some of the action. And you see that wrestling from Mitros. There's that high kick that just misses, and Coleman taking advantage of that slip.
There's what we're talking about. Just too much of a hurry, going for a choke, doesn't have his hooks in, nothing.
And I mean, look, you know, he had an opportunity in that position for sure. And here's towards the end of the round with Mitros with some short strikes. Round 2, about ready to kick it off. Mitros still the favorite at almost 53%, but just barely over at CageAggression.tv.
Overcommitted on that right hand, stepped in. That knee hurt.
Yep. Oh, he's running away. That did anything, just kicked him to the body in a similar place. Putting the pressure on him, Pat. Chasing him down, wrestling him to the ground, looking for a full mount right here. And I would imagine he's going to get it.
Looked like a surveillance camera mugging scene there for a second. Chasing him across the cage.
Oh, this could be the beginning of the end. Coleman's still fighting off. Like I said, not going quietly by any means.
This is where
Mitros with
just
2+
needs to keep
minutes
punching.
to work, though. That's right.
Just keep punching. Good position and punching. Let the ref do the work for you. Look at that. Wrist control, keeping his arm blocked.
Yep,
now
and he's got his knee on the arm, trapping it. Coleman gets out.
Needs to put his knee on that free arm now. Push that down, put your knee on it.
That's exactly what he did. It's almost like Pat Miletich knows a little thing about MMA. Looks like he might have that choke underneath. Tough to see from this angle. Taking a close look is the referee. Coleman trying to fight that.
He is torquing his spine.
Yes, he is. I'm looking now. That's deep. Oh, boy, that's underneath. He's wrestling to the ground. I think he's about to go out. He's out. He's out. And that'll do it. Impressive performance from Mitros. Tevin Coleman certainly game, but I just think outclassed at that point. And a bigger, longer guy.
And the wrestling advantage, ground advantage, definitely.
See some of the replay. Really, that entire second round was textbook from Mitros. And here you see it. That's that second body kick, the first one that hurt him, and then just bullies him to the ground. Here's some of that ground and pound work. Just trying to stay on top. Referee doing a good job of trying to knock his hand out of the cage. Again, they're amateurs. It's tough. I mean, his hands are in the cage right there as well, Tevin Coleman. Certainly something that'll have to be worked on.
Well, when you're getting a life choked out of you, you're going to grab for anything you can get a hold of.
Think that, Pat. I mean, if you want to give him a pass.
Yeah.
If you want to give him a pass. All right, Jason Vargas enters the cage. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 27 seconds into round 2, declaring your winner by submission to rear naked choke, Chris Karamitros. All right, Chris, congratulations on the big win, man. You came in tonight, you definitely had a little bit of a length advantage on your opponent. Was there a game plan to take advantage of that and really use it to your advantage for the win?
It was definitely something I wanted to take advantage of. I'd be stupid not to. He came in, he was a fighter, he was a good wrestler. He gave me good looks. I had to adjust a little bit, but we got it done at the end of the day, and that's all that matters.
You did, and honestly, we know you got a good team over there at Keone Coke and Hard Drive. Any shout-outs you want to get before you get back to the locker room?
Yes, sir, I got a few. First of all, my coaching staff. I love them to death, and I wouldn't be who I am today without them. They teach me to be the best I can on the mat, but more importantly, off the mat as well, and that's priceless. Thank you to my teammates. Thank you to Hard Drive. I love all you guys. Thank you to my friends and family. Thank you so much for your support.
Well, look, we're definitely going to keep our eye on you. We're looking forward to what comes up next. Until then, man, soak it up. Enjoy the victory. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner, Chris Karamitros. Good show.
Smoke weed every day.
And we are ready to roll on to the third fight. It is Mark, not the pop singer Anthony, versus Bryce Kaiser. Mark Anthony about to make his way down the cage, fighting out of Strength Academy, Midwest CC. His brother, Bryn Heathcock, and of course watching the sport with his family, got him into it. Feels like he is just very focused at bringing home the W. That's what it's all about, Pat. It's the W, isn't it? It's not a war. It's not, let's get in there and bang it out. It's the W you need to bring home.
The more wins you've got, the sooner you get into the big show. And going at the right time when you've accumulated enough, knowledge and experience, right?
And that's where you can make the cheese. Gotta make that cheese.
Exactly.
Feels like his grappling and jiu-jitsu are his strengths. Looks up to Bryn Heathcock, who we'll see later this evening. Frankie Edgar and Conor McGregor. He feels like this is going to be the most interesting part of his MMA career. And we are looking forward to watching that just moments away.
Got to enjoy the process.
Absolutely. And Mark Anthony is coming in as our favorite over to CagedAggression.tv at a little over 66%. So if you are a Bryce Kaiser fan, get over there, make your voice heard. Finishing up some pleasantries out there, getting them ready. The old greasy Maruski. Just a little bit. And Pat, for people that don't understand why they do that, explain how that isn't there really to stop the punishment, but perhaps stop a cut that can stop the fight prematurely.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about. And when you've got a dry face and dry leather colliding, you can have cuts pretty easily. So, yeah, it's to, extend the punishment, so to speak.
Well, I'll tell you what. You look at people like the Diaz brothers, and it didn't help too much.
No.
Not until they had that surgery. A lot of people wrote about that. But, after that surgery, it actually did, for Nick especially.
Told their eyebrow bones.
Yes, exactly. I mean, when you've got that strong of a cranium, of the skull.
Right.
It's going to, bust some things up. Bryce Kaiser making his way through the curtains in a moment, fighting out of Peoria Athletic Club. Started fighting to take up his time instead of making bad choices. It kind of just became more serious. A lot of fighters are doing that. Hey, I'll tell you what, when you're actually in there and you're actually training and you're actually disciplined, all of a sudden you actually might make better decisions in life knowing how much you've worked towards another goal. Feels like his boxing is the most skilled, but his kickboxing has been his primary for a while. Like Sugar Sean O'Malley and Ryan Garcia. Started boxing at a nightclub for just an experiment and fun. Not his MO, but he's definitely a little bit different. Taking that last cup of water, and prior to the show, you were talking to his coach.
Yeah, Ryan Blackerby there, giving him some last-minute advice. And Ryan's building quite a team over there at the Peoria Athletic Club.
Absolutely.
A lot of very talented athletes have come out of there.
The Midwest is where it is at. Plenty of talented fighters coming out of here, and you have been watching them the past 2 nights at Cage Aggression, the Trilogy. Final night here. This young man looks ready to go. Does look a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. But I'll tell you what, I look way more nervous if I was stepping in there. So let's send it up to Jason Vargas and get this one going.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Flyweight Division, powered by Ducky's Formal Wear, Galesburg. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 126 pounds. He trains with the Midwest Combat Club and is sponsored by the Gin Mill, Key 2 Fitness, Elevations Barbershop, and Breed Clothing. Joining us from Decatur, Illinois, Mark the Butcher Anthony. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 124 pounds. He trains at the Peoria Athletic Club and is sponsored by D's Paint and Auto Body, Applied Pressure Solutions, and Unique Flooring and Remodeling. Joining us from Chillicothe, Illinois, Bryce Kaiser.
And we are all set to go for our third fight of the evening. Mark Anthony versus Bryce Kaiser. Kaiser slapping those gloves together in anticipation. Here we go. Tap of the gloves. Circle in the cage.
Nice striking there.
Dumps him. Mark Anthony going to that wrestling quick. Locks that body up again, trying to get him up off his feet. Kaiser doing a good job of trying to stop him.
Kaiser has that advantage with the kickboxing experience, so Anthony being smart right now.
Absolutely, got that lower hook in. Looking to maybe ride his back and even go for a choke right now. Actually, I've never seen this Pat standing on his knee.
Climb up him, whatever you got to do, right?
Absolutely.
Looking for arm in guillotine here. Let's see if he pulls guard with it.
Going to be tough with those shorter arms and that lanky body on the other side. Still looking for it. Kaiser breaks free.
Kaiser looking for his neck.
Yes, he is. Doesn't quite have it locked in or all the way around. Mark Anthony doing a good job not letting him get anything done on the ground. Got that hook in the legs again. Ooh, shots from Kaiser.
Kaiser being difficult.
Absolutely. Those shots are pretty good. I mean, they're not fully angled. He's trying not to grab the cage there. Grabs the cage a little bit.
Coming.
Yep.
So Anthony has hit 3 takedowns so far. Kaiser coming up again for the 3rd time. How much energy is Anthony expending right now in the first round with these takedowns? You got to keep that in mind. That does gas you.
A little over halfway through the round. Big looping right, misses by
headlock.
Anthony. However, he makes his way in again, crowds him. He's got the headlock, but he's got the arm in the headlock right there.
It was tight.
Punch, left-handed punch. Yes, punch. Now, don't lose position. Mount him, punch. Okay, now we're gonna punch.
Anthony doing a great job of listening to his coaches. Ooh, big right left.
Kaiser in some trouble here.
40 seconds to go under the neck. That looks pretty deep from this angle, Pat.
Yeah.
Taps him quick. Great finish from Mark Anthony, who closed out as a 72% favorite. Stayed all over him.
Wrestling advantage.
Made sure not to let Bryce Kaiser have the distance and get that striking in too much. And, you know, an impressive finish.
Yeah, and that's something that his coach, Ryan Blackerby, said from the Peoria Athletic Club. They're bringing in a wrestling coach because they know that that's where they need to have their athletes improve the most.
Absolutely, and, you know, he did a great job of listening to his coaches right there. You see him go for that leg right there, pick him up, dump him down, and this is the beginning of the end. He's under the neck. This is right next to us, and tap, tap, tap-a-roo, Pat Miletich. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo. It's not just in Happy Gilmore, folks.
Get out and get out, get in and get out with W.
That's right. That's the kind of fight you like. Not taking too much damage to the face, doing your thing.
Again, he's got his post-fight party coming up. He's going to look good.
Absolutely. And he's definitely showing growth here at Caged Aggression.
Yeah.
With that W. Jason Vargas enters the cage. Let's go to him and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 22 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by submission due to rear naked choke, Mark the Butcher Anthony. All right, Mark, congratulations on the win. You've been waiting for this one, huh?
Man, for a minute, man, I swear. I felt like I got robbed my last fight. I'm actually going to call him out tonight, which is Liam Morris. But, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that for right now.
Well, hey, obviously you came in here giving up a little bit of a length. Did you have a specific game plan in mind when you came in with that, and what was it?
Honestly, I was surprised he could make 125, especially for being so tall. And that kind of made me nervous, I'm not going to lie, and I wasn't going to stand up with a kickboxer. Our plan was to just throw the double, end with the cross, and then try to take him down, but yeah, that's it, I mean.
Got the win and got it done efficiently. What'd we leave out of this one before I let you get to it?
Thank you to everybody that was watching me. My dad, my Aunt Gwen, I appreciate you guys. RIP, my mom, all the fans that I have here, my sister, my girl, I'm glad they made it, and I just want to get back to my daughter and all.
Well, I won't keep you much longer. Keep that momentum rolling. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner, Mark the Butcher Anthony.
Don't stop.
It's Caged Aggression, the Trilogy, the final night. Next up, Chris Polanco versus Bryce Newman. Chris the Jackhammer Polanco about to make his way through the curtains. Fights out of Icebox MMA and CMS Fitness, fighting out of Oneida, Wisconsin. Basically, his boxing friends in the living room are what got him into MMA. I'm sure you got a few of those tales. Hey, you want to put the gloves on, buddy?
I mean, I remember in high school going over right across the street from the Bettendorf High School and boxing in the guy's basement. A guy named Billy Camper. Everybody'd go over there and we'd have boxing matches for lunch.
Boxing matches for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't think or act
Bring your
that
mouthpiece to school, bro.
Bring your mouthpiece to school.
Good times.
Polanco says, any matchup is a fun one to me. Two different styles makes a great matchup, so bring it on. Respect, IQ, strength, and endurance are what's going to bring him the victory this evening. Looks up to John Jones, GSP, Mighty Mouse. and the one and only Khabibi. Feels like his curiosity is what brings him into the cage today. The face is serious. The Wu-Tang tattoo on his chest is real, and he's ready to get in there, Pat Miletich.
All right, you're really getting excited about the Wu-Tang thing, aren't you?
Wu-Tang for life. Wu-Tang is for the kids.
Yeah.
And ODB for life, Pat Miletich.
Okay.
How dare you?
Alrighty
You want to
then.
get old and dirty in here?
Old and dirty.
That's right, old dirty. Hopefully we're going to be seeing young and funky in there tonight. The Jackhammer about to enter the cage. All right, and now we await Rice Newman fighting out of Peoria Athletic Club. He was an athlete his whole life, and he said, what the hell, let's get into MMA. Feels like this is a good opportunity to prove that he's on to the next level. Thinks that his high pace and his striking are what's going to bring him the victory. He's got those hard leg kicks, Pat. We talk about those hard leg kicks.
They do damage if you apply them correctly, but that's just part of the puzzle.
Absolutely. And he is an undefeated Muay Thai fighter, so you know he's coming in here and looking to use his striking.
Got to be able to stop those takedowns. He's up against a guy that's part of a combat wrestling crew, so we know, yes, big clash of styles.
Big clash of styles, but you know what? I think that's it. He's saying, this is why I'm on the next level. Thinks he's going to be able to stop the wrestling and get the striking in. And as you said before, Blackerby is bringing in more wrestling into his school. And obviously that's the next thing that this gentleman feels he's going to need to work on, deciding to take this matchup. And I love that about Caged Aggression, is that a lot of these guys are constantly testing themselves and not just saying, all right, I can beat this guy.
No, they have to take the fights they're given. It's not like passing up two opponents and then finally getting one you like. That's not how it works here. This is old school. This is the way it used to be.
Well, if it's old school, then it's old and dirty, Pat.
Yeah,
and
it's if you want to fight, this is who you're fighting. Period. End of story. And it's matchups that make sense. Both guys are evenly matched, and that is by design by Mike Goodwin.
All right, Newman about to make his way through the cage. Let's throw it up to Jason Vargas and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Lightweight Division, powered by Ducky's Formal Wear Galesburg. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 159 pounds. He trains at CMS Fitness. Joining us from Oneida, Wisconsin, Chris Polanco. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 160 pounds. He trains at the Peoria Athletic Club and is sponsored by Big Top Tattoos, Third Coast T-shirts, Stocks and Robbers, and Josh Scott Fight Photography. Joining us from Peoria, Illinois, Reese the Lord Newman.
Polanco Newman about to go down. Kickboxer versus wrestler. And the man dance begins. They tap gloves. Leg kick.
Yeah, that's a legit leg kick, buddy.
Yes, it is. A 1-2. That Muay Thai looks good. Oh, but there it is. Drives through that body kick. Polanco over into side control. Already looking for
back
that.
of the head, back of the head.
All over Newman. Picks him up.
Nice job hooking the back of the leg to stop that lift. Smart.
Absolutely.
Polanco got a hook again.
Not that time, but still keeps his balance. That's very important. People don't understand how important balance and leg movement are really the crux of not being taken down and being able to defend yourself.
Got to spread his legs apart here so he can't lock his hands on the double.
Sneaks in a strike. Still has his back up against the cage. Blanco's corner calling for a dump. Lifts up.
Blanco, good job getting the legs apart now. Oh, legs are together. Yeah.
Looking at that neck right now, and maybe a clinch into a knee is Newman. Oh, he's got to watch it. That's a knee.
That was to the body.
Yes, it was. That's a legal shot. That's it. That body knee did it. That was a devastating knee.
I don't think it was devastating. I think it was a potential sell.
You know what? If it was a sell that cost him.
I think it hit him on the pec.
I mean, let's see the replay on that. It looked to me like it was a little bit lower, right between the chest. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. We're looking at it.
It was right to the sternum.
Yeah, right into the sternum. It was a good shot. That was a really good shot. You know, I saw that from the angle.
So he wasn't trying to sell it.
No, I don't think he was trying to sell it. Exactly. When I saw that, I saw it was a little bit lower than I thought.
Yeah.
And, it got underneath both pecs and right into the sternum. And I'll tell you what, that'll knock the wind right out of you. Great finish.
Beautifully placed knee directly to the sternum.
And you know what? He fought 4 or 5 good takedown attempts. Here it is one more time, guys. Look at this. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is a good one. And right there, he locks up, he covers up, and that's the show. Impressive victory.
This old guy might be to bed at a decent time tonight, Jason.
Well, if we keep, why are you trying to jinx us here, Miletich? We're getting some good finishes, but we're also getting Jason Vargas back into the cage to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 14 seconds into round 1, declaring your winner by TKO, Reese the Lord Newman. All right, come on over, Reese. Congratulations on the big win, man. Hey, you had a nice knee to the body to set up that finish. We're going to try to get it up on the screen, but in the meantime, why don't you walk us through the last few moments of that fight for us?
You guys like that? In my last fight, I said I was going to come out and get a first-round finish, and look what I did. I mean, I grabbed his neck, I pulled him down. He put his posture up, the knee was there. I knew it wasn't going to hit him in the face or the neck. So I said, fuck it, and I threw it right at his chest. Hurt him, finished him.
Plain and simple. Well, look, you got one back in the books for PMT. Talk to us now. Anyone you want to thank, anyone you want to mention before we let you get to it?
Sorry, PAC, but it's okay. I want to thank my sponsors, Third Coast, Stocks and Robbers, Josh Scott, Fight Photography. I'm having a brain fart right now. Your Athletic Club. Yeah, that's it, right? Oh, Big Top Tattoos. Sorry about that. And my mom, my girlfriend, my dad, my coaches, my teammates. You know we go hard at PAC, and everybody at PAC is a problem. So you better stay ready when you see that you're fighting somebody from PAC.
Well, congratulations on getting another W in the column. Soak it up. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner, Reese the Lord Newman.
Hey, my name is John Steininger. I am the owner and arborist of Squirrels Tree Care in East Moline, Illinois. We have been serving the Quad City area since 2006. We specialize in high-risk removals, craning, and rigging. Our main focus is difficult tree care removals. We have specialized personnel that have been certified and trained properly in their area of expertise, as well as we have all the proper tools and equipment of the trade to help us get the job done safely and efficiently. Whether you're a city, municipality, or a private residence and you have a dangerous or a hazardous tree that you would like to get taken care of, you can give us a call. We are a fully licensed, bonded, and insured company.
Next up, Adam Burdock Poland versus Antoine Smith. Adam fights out of Marty's Mixed Martial Arts. How'd he get into MMA? Well, he got into MMA through what? Bruce Lee's Be Water video. And by the way, folks, don't click on this one. They're the big boys. He feels like he has the advantage in all areas. He is a well-rounded fighter. Looks up to Bruce Lee, John Jones, Marvin Hagler, Michael Venom Page, and Emmanuel Augustus. He learned a lot of his skills from drilling and watching YouTube videos. This is an interesting one indeed, Mr. Miletich.
He's a good mover, though, for a big guy. I've watched him in practice and certainly seen him fight, of course. Yeah, he's a very tough guy, got some very good skills as well.
And he is also fighting a mountain of a man, no slouch himself right here. Fans have Adam as a slight favorite as 52 or 57% and change. I have been looking forward to this one since I saw the weigh-ins. And who's not a fan of Bruce Lee's Be Like Water, my friend?
Sure.
And here comes Antoine Smith. He is the Midwest Master. Fighting out of Regulators Fight Team. Got into MMA on a dare, saw a heavyweight fight live with some friends, and said, I can do better. And that's saying something, but I think when the fans get a look at him, they'll understand why. He's excited. He thinks that he has the advantage and the experience, but it is to be seen. His strengths in general is that he can stay calm under fire, which is extremely important once you get to that cage. And he has the fire in his heart to take the victory. Looks up to his coach, UFC veteran and legend, Eric Koch, as well as champ Rico Verhoeven. And he can't wait to get this fight started. Don't blink, folks. Big boys are about to be a-swinging.
Well, if he can strike anything like Rico Verhoeven, which few can.
Yes, very. When you say few, very few. I mean, that's about as high level a striker as you're ever going to be.
But if you're aspiring to be like him, hey, you set your sights high.
That's right. You set those goals high, so if you fail, you could fail upward, folks. Because there's really no way to fail any other way to get to that level. He enters the cage, a scary man, hits the bow. Let's kick it up to Jason Vargas and get this going.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Heavyweight Division, powered by Yabba Dabba's House of Glass. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall and weighed in at 249 pounds. He trains at Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by 392 Coffee, Black Hawk Tobacco and Vape, A Little Something Bakery, and Poor Boys Pizza. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, Adam Burdock Poland. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighed in at 257 pounds. He trains with Regulators Fight Team. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the Midwest Monster, Antoine Smith.
What? And here we go, about ready to get this one underway. Pat Miletich distracting me as always in between us being on the air. It's me. Tap the gloves again. Keep your eyes open. Antoine Smith with a big right comes in. Second right gets through. Adam going for the shot here.
Got snapped down there.
Yes, he did.
Holy cow.
Drug to the side right there. Ooh, big elbows. Big strikes to the body right there.
Wow. A lot of strength.
Absolutely.
Poland's got to set stuff up now. Oh. There he gets it.
Powers through. Those are two big boys.
Burdock Poland being smart here. take the big man down, wear him out a little bit, take some of the steam out of the engine, so to speak.
Absolutely. We'll see what kind of work we can get from Antoine Smith on the bottom. Right hand cross.
Smith just wants to punch him.
He's throwing those legs up. Looks like he's trying to get out of there. And there we go. He's got the legs on the hips. Oh, pushes him right off, gets to his feet. We've got an action-packed first minute behind us, Pat Miletich. Ooh, good body kick.
Step inside kick there, a little karate action.
Hands are low on Adam, though, very low. I mean, that left side is wide open right now. Up,
moving his head, nice.
Got out of the way of that 1-2, is correct. Antoine Smith coming in the favorite over at CagedAggression.tv at 60%. Exciting first round so far as we get past the halfway point.
Oh,
just misses. Oh, spinning back just gets through. Oh, and he's on the attack, looking for the finish right now on top.
Murdoch Poulin trying to go for a leg lock here.
Trying to survive and go for that leg lock.
Gets the tip, ends up on top, going for an arm bar, missed it. Now what's he doing?
Just surviving, going for an ankle on the other side right here. We're looking at it. He's got that ankle pretty well, Pat, and he's twisting.
Yeah, he's wrenching.
Yes, he is. He's got a good twist on that.
He's missing it.
Yes, he is, and he's out.
Reverse heel hook there. If he gets it, he's got to get his feet on his hip and knock him back down.
And Adam has been opened up. Antoine Smith on top, trying to finish this round strong.
Duck out of the way of a head kick and then get hit with a spinning back that you did not see coming.
Looking for that ankle again.
Heel hook here. He's going for the heel hook.
He's got it. It's hard to see from this angle whether or not.
Oh, those elbows are going to hurt tomorrow, buddy.
Yes, they are. They're right on the knee.
He's only going to be able to roll so far with that cage in his way. Now he wants to go for a toe hold. He's trying to figure out which way to put his fingers.
Instead, he's going to bring down
elbows on the foot.
Yep, and that immediately had Adam leave that position. Probably couldn't take a couple more of those. Goes for his ankle, drags him to the ground. Action-packed first round. A strike on the way out. Close round, but I would have to give it to Antoine Smith.
That first round was like a spaghetti western fight. That was good. They were all over the place. Dust flying, cowboy hats.
I mean, I like cowboy hats.
Here's some of the chaos from the first round. Poulin getting launched there. Smith just using pure brute strength. Doesn't look like a groin strike before the takedown.
I don't know that it actually got through, and obviously the advantageous position.
There's the spinning back
Yes,
fist.
it was. And that landed right on the chin.
Hit him on the face and then hit his chest.
And there's that right hand from the bottom. Wild fight, wild first round. Adam's corner, calling for him to relax, take his time. Antoine Smith breathing a bit heavy across the way. Looks extremely calm, however.
Side kick.
Oh, big kick to start that round. Overhand right.
Got him into the locked up position, which he probably wanted to be in.
Knee from Antoine.
See some more dirty boxing in there.
Oh, big knee from Adam right there. Right hand from Antoine Smith. Ooh, big knee. Another big knee from Adam. That one hurt him. Third one's the charm. Uppercuts from Smith.
Yeah, waiting on these uppercuts in here. Who's got the gas tank out of the two big guys?
Both fighters breathing pretty heavy. Leg kick from Adam.
Oh, right, good
Changes
timing.
levels, great takedown.
Passing half guard already.
2 minutes to work in this round right now. Steps over. Now he's got a lot of time to work right here, Pat Miletich. Looking at that arm.
Key lock.
Calling for grapevine, whatever that means. Straighten that out.
Intertwine the legs there.
Okay. Doing a good job of listening to his cornerman.
I say sit up and start pounding, but he's going for the key lock. Got that arm off to the side.
He might get it. He's twisting it. He's twisting it. That's tight. That's tight. That's gonna. Oh, he almost tapped. He almost tapped him. He's gonna keep going with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that looks like so painful. He's thinking about tapping again. He's thinking about it.
Well, once it goes so far, it's like.
Oh, he doesn't give in. Oh, now that could have cost him though. That could be.
Minute left.
Good shots are getting through. This one could be over soon. Oh, fighting from the bottom. Oh, right gets through. Tries to buck him. No dice. Right, left, right.
Pulu throwing arm punches from the top. There's a body.
Yes.
Putting his body behind it. There we go.
There's another one, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another.
Doesn't look like it's hurting him,
No, it
though.
doesn't. There we go. Now we're starting to get there. Now he's starting to not be able to defend himself. This one's about over. 30 seconds to work. We got about 15 unanswered, and that'll be doing it. Big finish for Adam Burdock Poland. Gritty finish. Drove him to the ground. Got the mount. Looked for the submission. Knew when to give it up. And finished it with some oh-so-sweet ground and pound, Pat.
Coach Marty in there congratulating him.
And not an easy win by any means. He licks the blood from his mouth, raises his arm. Let's look at some of the action.
Great timing on the takedown. The knee was coming.
Now here's that shot just about a minute into the round that changed everything.
So he needed his thumb on the other side of the wrist, number one. And you got to keep your elbow next to their head to keep a 90 degree on that arm so that the shoulder will actually dislocate.
Oh, yummy. And there he is, holding the head down. But again, those strikes weren't that powerful. You know, he wasn't getting those ones through. It's when he started to flail a little bit.
Smith started to panic.
Exactly. All right, Jason Vargas in the cage. Let's make it official.
Winner's the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 36 seconds into round two, declaring your winner by TKO, Adam Burdock Poland. Adam, man, congratulations on the big win. Hey, you faced some adversity there in the first round, took a big shot. Tell us how it feels coming away with the win after all that.
And after that struggle, makes it even more sweet. But, I'm feeling great now.
Did you have a specific game plan coming into tonight, and what was it?
Just make sure I check the leg kicks, and then I could tell my wrestling was superior just watching his last fight. So I obviously utilized that.
Well, look, I know you got some celebrating that you're wanting to do. I'm not going to hold you up too longer, but is there anyone you want to thank or anything you want to mention before I let you get to it?
Yeah, thanks to all my teammates, Marty's Martial Arts, MMAG, and thank you to my sponsors, 392 Coffee, best coffee in the Quad Cities. A Little Something Bakery, and Black Hawk Bacon, Vape and Tobacco, best deals in town.
Well, Adam, I'm going to let you catch your breath before that celebration, but in the meantime, man, enjoy the victory the rest of the weekend. And let's hear it one more time for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Burdock Poland.
Having issues with your furnace? Call Old Town Heating and Air. Whether your unit needs repair or replacement, Old Town Heating and Air will get your residential or commercial space back to cozy conditions. Here at Old Town Heating and Air, we treat our customers like family. Please give us a call to schedule an appointment.
All right, Pat, we are on to the final fight of the prelims. It's Jeff, not the NASCAR driver, Gordon, versus Preston LaGrange. Jeff Gordon, only been training for 2 weeks, got into it from his buddy who just got the W right there, Adam Burdock Poland. Took this fight on 10 days' notice. still thinks he's coming up with the victory via those hands, Pat. And also fighting out of Marty's martial arts. What do you tell a guy who barely has been training, takes a fight on 10 days notice, and has about 2 weeks training?
That he's going to wait another year before he fights.
Well, the fans may agree with you. They've got Preston LaGrange at 75%. His opponent, Preston, has a 24-second knockout debut. So I believe he's going to be bringing the hands as well. But you got to say that's a gutsy move, a gutsy decision to say, hey, you know what? I may not have a lot of experience. I love this sport. I'm getting in there, and I'm getting ready to go.
So I'm asking if he got late notice and he only trained for 2 weeks for this fight, and he was training previously, though.
I don't know. He says, I only have been training for 2 weeks when it comes to his MMA career.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I mean, people get hurt at this.
Well, let's hope that's not the case, and I guess we're going to find out. Preston LaGrange is fighting out a hard drive in Keone Cope, MMA, Swisher, Iowa.
That's a tough camp to be fighting a guy out of if he's only got 2 weeks of training.
I would have to agree with you. He's looking to stay in shape. Found a love for jiu-jitsu, which transitioned into MMA. Of course, he's looking for the finish. Feels like he'll control the range, has great ground game, and does the wall work. And we talk about how important that wall work can be. Looks up to Israel Adesanya, GSP, and Volkanovski. And once again, has that brutal and quick 24-second KO debut.
You know, it would have been funny had they asked those questions of me during my career and saying, who do you look up to? And I'd say, G. Edward Griffin, Andrew Jackson for killing the central bank, you know, stuff like that. They'd be like, huh?
Andrew Jackson, the people's president.
Dan Gable's the only real athlete that I looked up to besides Jack Lambert from the Pittsburgh Steelers, because he had missing teeth and smoked cigarettes between halves.
Oh, you gotta love that. LaGrange enters the cage, and Vargas is getting it underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Super Middleweight Division, powered by Elite Loyalty Management. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 191 pounds. He trains at Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by Poor Boys Pizza. Joining us from Rock Island, Illinois, Jeff Gordon. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 192 pounds. He trains at Keone Coke Martial Arts Hard Drive Performance Center and is sponsored by Orbit Submission Series, Black Squirrel Tap, and Local Boring Company. Joining us from Swisher, Iowa, Preston LaGrange.
And here we go. Gordon LaGrange about to get underway. The cage door closes. Step into the circle. No glove touch. Left, right, right. Right through. Oh, that's about it. This one's going to be quick, as you predicted, Pat. LaGrange just teeing off right now. Just LaGrange, 1, 2, 1, 2. Jeff Gordon certainly trying, but showing his inexperience, drags him to the ground, but now LaGrange.
This is going to get really
This
ugly
is
now.
about, oh
kablam, 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 it's coming. He's holding on to his glove to save his life.
Well, he should be. We got about 40 seconds into this round. I think that we're about 10 to 15 seconds away from the end of the fight. This is going to be the beginning of the end right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, Ref. Thank you. Well, went pretty much how we thought it would. I mean, you're going up against a guy that has been training for some time at an elite camp. I mean, kudos to you for stepping in, but obviously a mismatch there, Pat.
Goes without saying, Jason Bermas. Goes without saying. I mean, after that shellacking, he's now got a flock of seagulls hairdo.
Absolutely.
You remember the flock of seagulls?
Oh, I know the flock of seagulls, and it's flocking up. Hey, look, I pride myself on my hair.
It's like he's on the space station.
Oh, Pat. At least we can laugh together. At least we can laugh together. Folks, don't forget, you can vote all night over at cagedaggression.tv, and the fans got that one overwhelmingly correct at 82% for Preston LaGrange.
I mean, I don't put a kid in with no experience like that. Just don't do it. It's not necessary. The kid took a lot of punishment. He could have got hurt a lot worse. So.
Just waiting for Jason Vargas to come on in and make it official.
He's outside the cage listening to his.
Oh, here he comes right now, Pat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 55 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by TKO, Preston LaGrange. Preston, man, congratulations on the win. Came in here in just a thunderstorm of activity. Hey, tell us exactly when you smelled blood on the water and what the plan was to finish it from there.
Yeah, man, hats off to Jeff for taking this fight on short notice, but hey, I smelled blood right away and I'm gonna go for it.
Anything, I know it was short notice, coming into this camp, was there anything that you were preparing for that helped you out with this particular matchup?
No, nothing specific. I'm just trying to become a better martial artist. I think I got all the tools to become great. And I want to fight great competition, man. So whoever fights me next, watch my fights, man. Because I'm in this for the business, baby. I'm fucking here, and I'm ready to fucking fight. So someone step up and fucking fight me, man.
Well, look, we see the improvements. You're definitely in the right place for tough fights. Anything you want to mention before we let you get to it, Preston?
No, I just want to thank my coaches. I got Dave Scherzer, Keone Cook over there. Shout out to Keone Cook Martial Arts. Lonnie in the bag. Tanner Collins, my striking coach. Even Biggie there. That's all I got.
Well, congratulations once again. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Let's hear it one more time, folks, loud for your winner, Preston LaGrange. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up the preliminary portion of tonight's card. We're going to take a brief 10-minute intermission. When we come back, we'll have our championship fights and, of course, the main portion of our card. But before that, we're going to kick it down to Pat and Jason for our intermission show.
Woo-hoo-hoo! What a first half. 6 fights, 6 finishes. Yes. First round KO Jackson, second round sub Karamitros, first round sub Anthony, first round TKO Newman, second round KO Burdock Poland, and the first round business from LaGrange.
The Burdock Poland fight out of the preliminary stood out for me. Very tough fight. He got knocked down with that spinning back fist, came back, won that fight against a very athletic, very big guy. So that was exciting for me.
Absolutely. Been a banger. What are you looking forward to on the second half of this card?
Well, I think there's a lot of great fights on there. The co-main and main event certainly are going to be very exciting. And we've got, Dwight Joseph and Eric Shelton. Both these guys, quality. Eric Shelton already been in the UFC. Dwight Joseph looking to go into the UFC at 12-1. The winner of this fight, I think, honestly, gets the call and goes back to the UFC or gets into the UFC. And, of course, we've got Joshua Chauvin.
Hello.
My co-host on MMA Mobsters.
Yeah.
And now a mainstay in Caged Aggression in terms of, betting odds on these fights. So you're going to do the main event for us tonight?
Yeah, I'll do the main event for you. Real quick, it's been great to be here the past 2 nights, now number 3 of the Trilogy. My name is Joshua Chauvin. I have an interesting job. I've been on sports full-time. I've done that for about the past 5 years. The sport that I focus on most is MMA. I'm one of the top 5 MMA bettors routinely in the world. I get to do a podcast with this guy. He called me up last year, and he said, hey, We had met each other a couple times. He goes, let's do a show together. I have a producer. I have a studio. When a UFC Hall of Famer calls you, you pick up the phone. And it's been so much fun to get to know this guy, to get to know Bermas. So what we're doing here, because people love betting. What do people love more than watching people get punched in the face by Miletich and Bermas?
Making money off of it.
They love betting on it. People will bet on drops of paint running down a wall. They will certainly bet on these high-quality, amazing fights. Shout out to Mike Goodwin, the entire show that he's put on here. I've been to watering hole MMA events. I've been to grassroots MMA. It's a cage and a strip club that's barely held together, and it's guys in basketball shorts. They don't even have uniforms or anything. This is high-quality stuff, and I'm so happy to be here. So what I'm going to be doing is be hopping back on of these two good-looking gentlemen for the last 3 fights of the evening. I call it the co-main, the co-main, and the main event. What has happened the past 2 nights? Thursday night, co-main, first round finish. Co-main, first round finish. Main event, first round finish. What happened Friday night? Let's do it all over again. Co-main, first round finish. Co-main, first round finish. Main event, first round finish. So, Eric Shelton, he is the hometown kid, the pride of the Quad Cities. They love him here. I just talked to him, went up to go to the bathroom, saw him, gave him a hug. He's fired up, he's ready to go. He is 15-8, 10-2 as an amateur. Not all records are the same. His opponent is 11-7, 7-0. This was an NBA matchup, and we had a 20-1 team playing a 28-13 team. You would obviously give me the 20-1 team. Not so fast. MMA is a different game. These guys fight all kinds of levels. I have to give the edge to Eric Shelton. When you look at his record, Miletich and Bermas, Tim Elliott, he's fought Jared Brooks. He's fought Alexandre Pantoja, who's going to be fighting for a championship in the UFC. He fought Alex Perez, who was scheduled to fight in the UFC tonight. I had a bet on that fight. Alex Perez pulls out 2 minutes before he's supposed to walk up. These guys, I gotta give the edge to Eric Shelton. Gonna make him a -150 favorite. That means his opponent, Dwight Joseph, coming back at +130. One more bet that we're gonna throw back to these guys. Over under 3 rounds. I think we finally get out of the first round. We finally get a co-main, one of the last 3 fights out of the main round, -110. It goes over 3 rounds, -110, under 3 rounds. Those are the bets. Come back, I will line the next 3 fights.
Beautiful. Thank you, Joshua Chauvin. And look, a lot of knowledge coming from him. And also on top of that, we take into account Eric Shelton going up a weight division. So he's fighting a bigger guy than he's used to. And we take into account that neither guy has been finished, so we can throw that in there too as well, right?
Yes, yeah, and but both guys have finishes on their records, so that's why I think a fair line over under 3 rounds.
Okay, all right, back to you, Jason.
All right, guys, we're coming back. The final portion of the trilogy, night 3. Can't wait to see you there.
The Bud Light logo makes people think our seltzer is a beer, so we recruited retired NFL player Nick Mangold to block it out.
Twice this year?
My mom
so jealous. Oh, it's a hard seltzer. Wow, that's a lot of tape.
Bud Light Seltzer. No beer, just great taste.
Hey, Cage Aggression fans, don't miss out on the official after party right across the street at Danview. Our after party will give you the best specials in town, featuring $3 domestic tall boys, $3 shots of Jack, Captain, Fireball, and Menthol. On top of that, the best DJs in town will be spinning tracks and taking requests. So don't miss out on the biggest party immediately after the show at Danview.
And we are back. It is Caged Aggression, the trilogy, final evening. We're with Jake Melich, Caged Aggression veteran, and you're stepping in there with a guy who took this fight on 48 hours notice?
Yeah, 48 hours notice. I appreciate it so much, honestly. Just happy to have a fight and can't wait to put on a show. So,
well, I've watched your fights before. You're a rugged dude in there. You've got a real skill set. What are you looking to do?
I'm looking to show off my stand-up and just show some improvements I've made, and you know, trying to show my growth, so we're going to try to keep it on the feet.
So keeping it on the feet, where can we expect this? First round, third round, 15 minutes? Are we looking to get it done within the first 3?
Well, you know, I'm always shooting for that first round knockout, so we'll say that one, first round.
All right, well, we wish you the best. Anything else for the fans?
Nope, just appreciate you coming out and hoping to put on a show for y'all. So.
And some would say this man's a superhero, stepping in super last minute, rocking the Bloodsport t-shirt. He's fighting Jake Melich. Brandon Guy, how did you get this fight?
I just about 6 in the morning decided I would
message Mike and see if there was anybody who's going to fall out, and if there's any room, I'd gladly take it.
Well, that is some mentality to have. Jake is a very tough guy. Tell us what you're looking to do in there.
I'm going to dominate. I'll be quicker. I'll be a better wrestler. I mean, I don't want to talk about all that stuff. It really doesn't matter. It's I don't worry about who I fight. They worry about who they fight probably more.
So excellent. So obviously looking for the finish any way it comes. What else can we look forward to?
I got a good one too. I got a good chin, so I'm not afraid. I don't like action to lull. You're not going to see me just standing there running around. I mean, that's just not my style. So I'm here to win and be exciting. I mean, I love watching it, and I don't like to hear anybody out there silent. So that's all.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're making me a fan right now and excited to call that fight. Good luck to you, my friend. Anything else for the Caged Aggression fans?
Just shout out to my buddy Craig and Alpha Company 235 Infantry. Just wanted to say if you guys are watching. Anyway, it's for you guys. So
I'm here with the co-main going for the 145 title right here, amateur style. Spencer Ray going up against Quinn Murphy. Tell us how it's going down.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. We both like to go at it. He's probably not worried about me, and I'm not worried about him, so that's a good combination.
That is a good combination for two to step in there. How'd the camp go? How'd the weight cut go? And what kind of finish are we looking for?
Everything went well, just like always. I'm not looking for any particular thing. Just get the dub, go home.
All right, my friend. Well, we wish you the best. Anything else for the Caged Aggression fans?
Thank you to all my fans who come out. I love you guys. You guys always roll deep. Thank you, Caged Aggression. See you tomorrow.
I'm here with Spencer Ray. He's going up against Quinn Murphy for the 145 amateur title. Tell us how it's going to go in there.
I think it's going to be a pretty one-sided fight. I don't think he's fought in a dog like me yet. I've been in a lot of fights, been in a lot of dog fights, been in the 5th round quite a few times. So I'm going to take him out to deep waters if it doesn't get finished early, but we're looking for a quick finish here.
Well, taking him to deep waters, that tells me your camp went well, the weight cut went well, and you're willing to go 25?
Oh, yeah. Well, so we're amateurs, so we're 3 5-minute rounds, but we'll go 15 minutes. But I've never been in this shape ever in my life. The weight cut went super easy. I'm really excited to put on a show because I've got a lot of tools I've been sharpening in the shed.
Well, it looks like you're excited. So the plan's to get this strap and go pro, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at. This one, maybe one more, get a little more experience under my belt. But I'm ready. At this point, I'm ready.
All right. Anything else for the fans? Because we wish you the best of luck.
Nope. Thank you for everybody that's going to make the drive out. We got a boatload of people coming up. God bless and safe travels. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Main event, Eric Shelton, veteran, champion, coming up a weight class, trying to be a 2-division champion here. Tell us how it's going to go.
Hey, man, I plan on going out there and dominating. I mean, he's a tough guy. He's 12-1, so he's come from a good gym, too. So I'm always stepping up to competition. So I think it's going to be a good fight, but I think I'm going to come out with my hand raised.
Well, that's what I love. This is no easy fight for you. You could definitely be taking on somebody else. This is a top prospect, and you're showing that you want to come up in weight. Is this something we're going to see more of?
Hey, man, that 25 division is getting hard to get down to the older I get. So I'm thinking 35 is going to be my home for now until I get back to the UFC. But for now, 35 for sure.
So obviously looking for the finish. What's the prediction? This going 3, this going 5, or is this going to stay within that first round?
I like to think it's going to be in the first, but to be real, I want to say the 4th. I'm going to take him into deep waters and drown him.
Well, as always, we wish you the best. We love you here at Caged Aggression. Anything else for the fans?
Hey, man, just come out and it's going to be showtime. Just look for a show, man. I'm a great fighter, so I'm about to put on a show.
I'm with Dwight Joseph. He's going against a Caged Aggression champion who's coming up, Eric Shelton, also a UFC veteran. Tell us how this fight's going to go.
Well, this fight is going to go with me getting my hand raised at the end. It's going to be a good fight, but I'm ready for it.
So tell us what you've done to prepare for this fight and where you're looking to take it. Are we looking for a finish, deep waters? What can we expect?
Well, we're always looking for the finish, so that's what I'm hunting for.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're exuding confidence. We wish you the best here. Anything else for the fans?
Man, I'm excited to be here. This is my first time fighting for Caged Aggression. I took this fight on 3 weeks' notice. I'm just excited to be out here and, get a chance to get this belt.
Can I have your attention, please? All cage side officials, please report to the cage. All cage side officials, we need you back to the cage. Thank you.
And we are
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready to get into the main portion of tonight's card where we have our title fights and all of our professional fights. But before I do that, I want to give you one last quick reminder. We've got our after party coming up at the Dam View Inn, the official after party for Caged Aggression 35, the Trilogy, our awards ceremony. And one more reminder, you still have a few moments left to get your special commemorative event t-shirt in the back corner. Don't forget, mention the fighter you're here to see, put a little bit of cash in their pocket, and walk away with a piece of history from the very last three-night event from Caged Aggression MMA. And that's all special thanks to our friends from Old Town Heating and Air. Now, we're gonna get back to the action of our main card right now.
And here we go. It's Sheridan Heathcock. I'm looking forward to this one. Stephen Sheridan fighting out of Porcelli's Training Center and Henzo Gracie Academy of Des Moines, Iowa. Happened to be channel surfing one day, stumbled upon the Ultimate Fighter finale, was blown away, fell in love immediately. Feels like this is a good matchup for him. He knows that his opponent is game. I'd say that's an understatement. But all around, he feels that he is better. He's going to take him into the deep waters and drown him. I like that confidence. Feels like his kicks and grappling are what's going to get it done. He's got a love for all of Iowa fighters, but he grew up watching Pat Miletich and the MF System fighters. You know, the ones like Matt Hughes, Jens Pulver, Tim Sylvia in the bunch. A little Lawler in there, throw a little Lawler sauce. Feels like he's coming off of a year layoff in which he actually broke his leg and suffered his first loss. But as you can see, he seems to have recovered and looks in tremendous shape, Pat Miletich.
Sometimes setbacks like that can be a godsend. You know, you work on other areas of your game, you come back stronger, come back in better shape, you learn lessons.
Well, he is going to have his hands full. I'm looking really forward to this one. I feel like this is going to be a banger, maybe even the fight of the night, even after watching those two heavyweights get it on. He enters the cage and gets ready. But I guarantee you, Bryn Heathcock has other plans. And with that being said, Bryn about to make his way through the curtain. Midwest Combat Club and Far West Martial Arts are where he fights out of. Feels like if he channels his energy into positivity, that's the outlet he's looking for. He has the skills necessary to dominate this fight through his cardio, his heart, and his mindset. Fan of Anderson Silva and a couple of my favorites, the Diaz brothers.
Been spending his time cornering tonight.
Absolutely. He is one tough customer, my friend.
No, he's improved greatly since the first time I saw him fight. His technique, his mechanics have gotten a lot better.
Well, he's fought and won via stoppage in 3 weight classes, 125, 135, and 145. And I believe this is his pro debut, correct?
I believe so.
I am excited for this one. This is one where you're not going to want to blink. Bryn Heathcock, the favorite over at CageDaggression.tv. Get your votes in. Night 3, the final night of the final trilogy.
You know, when he's cornering, he's wearing like he's a member of a heavy metal band, and then he comes out to rap.
Is that a problem, Pat Miletich?
I'm just saying, there's some confusion going on.
Maybe for you. Maybe for you, sir.
No, he looks like the lead guitarist for Motley Crue or something when he's cornering, and then he just transitions straight into rap for his fight.
I know that we come
interesting.
from a bit of different generations, but maybe you missed the Head P's of the world and the PODs. And, you know, there's plenty of that going on, my friend.
Hey, there was plenty of rap going on when I was young, too, okay?
I'm just saying the rap rock metal scene kind of blew up. I think that you're stereotyping, good sir.
No, I'm not stereotyping.
Are you misgendering? That's what I feel.
I love that we can make fun of everyone.
I mean, we're doing our thing, right?
Yeah, this is our pay-per-view. We can do what we want.
It's a fun one. You know, again, it was a...
Give a shit, we'll make fun of you too.
Early show over at the UFC. Quite frankly, I'm not sure if that's over with yet. Probably close to the co-main and the main.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much what we'd be doing right now anyway, is we would be on a couch, maybe with some barbecue or pizza or Chinese food.
Yeah, yeah.
And just talking smack like two guys.
Yeah.
He enters the cage, getting ready to do it. Let's kick it to Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Division, powered by Bankers Life, Kaylee Reagan. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 141 pounds. He trains with Porcelli's Academy, Henzo Gracie Academy, and is sponsored by Superior Windows and Siding, Central States Construction and Painting, Decoration Tattoos and Piercing, and United Trades Group. Joining us from Des Moines, Iowa, Stephen the Sniper Sheridan. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains with the Midwest Combat Club and is sponsored by McCarl Family Racing, 217 Flavor, Elite Loyalty, Far West Martial Arts, Whiteout Promotions, Tacos El Paisa, Exclusive Inc., and Yabba Dabba's House of Glass. Joining us from Decatur, Illinois, Bryn White Lion Heathcock.
And the main card is about to kick it off. Expect fireworks, wrapped in explosions, wrapped in excitement, Pat.
Very descriptive.
I'm trying to do it. They touch gloves. Feeling each other out. Head
Flipped
kick
him.
attempt, yep.
Flipped him a little bit.
Heathcock staying on those wheels, circling the cage. Sheridan closing the distance, however.
Hey, great job cutting off the cage. Let's keep him there.
Leg kick. And the distance gets closed. Body shot from Heathcock.
Sheridan trying to corner him here.
Certainly doing a good job of closing the distance. The corner looking for those feints.
I want Sheridan to step inside and start using those fists.
Low kick from Sheridan just misses. Body kick misses from Heathcock. Shot from Sheridan.
Trying to lock his hands there.
Gets him around the hips. Looking to take that back right now, Pat. Sneaking over to that back. Gets a hook in. Corner telling him to make him carry the weight, Pat. What would you tell him to do right now?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, he's on his back, but he's got to pull him away from the cage and dump him, or he needs to sweep that left leg. And there, Heathcock grabbed the cage there.
Absolutely.
So he tried to grab it again there.
Gotta give him a
there,
warning.
now he's grabbing it
Yep.
again. That's 3 times. If I didn't have this mic on, I'd ask the referee to pay attention to that.
Well, the corner just made that statement. Please look at those cage grabs. Sheridan all over him, trying to drag him to the ground.
4th time grab the cage.
Heathcock turns around. Slight exchange on the way out. Left from Heathcock. Not quite there. Body kick from Sheridan. Causes a quick takedown. Heathcock not interested in going to the ground. A little over halfway through this first round, Pat.
Sheridan got clipped with that left hook from Heathcock.
Still pressing forward.
Both guys very tentative still.
Left hand gets through from Heathcock. Leg kick from Heathcock. 2 minutes left in this first round. Right, left, not quite there for Brent. Left hand gets through. Not a lot on that one, though. 1-2 to try to enter, not quite there. Still coming forward, but not really being able to capitalize, Pat.
Sheridan just not got a lot of feints and fakes, not a lot of speed right now. Not able to cover the distance with his footwork. I think Heathcock keeping him off balance quite a bit as well with his different attacks.
He's landing that left hook quite a bit. Not a lot setting it up. It's usually Sheridan stepping in. Opened up that nose. Left hook hits again. Leg kick from Sheridan. Straight left from Sheridan gets through.
Seemed to rock him a little bit with that.
Pulling back, absolutely. 30 seconds to go in this first round.
Hey, we got 30 seconds tonight. 30 seconds.
1-2, really 1-1.
Bloody in the beak of Sheridan.
Absolutely. Again, that left hook is getting through. There it is again, gets through again. Sheridan's got to watch that. You know, he's going to get clipped with one of those, and it might be the end. Heathcock really making the case at the end for the round.
Sheridan needs to fire right hands over the top of that left after it comes at him.
And those lefts are getting through, as we said. I'd say Bryn Heathcock round, close round.
Bryn Heathcock's left hand round.
Yes. Yes, you could actually give the round to his left hand. Yes, I agree. We are in full agreement on that, my friend. See if we can see some of the action. I know we're looking at some other action right here. Yabba dabba do, Pat. Yabba dabba dibbity do. Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, one of the great sponsors of Cage Progression throughout the years. Here's some of the action. Picks up that leg kick, ends up dumping him. Asks him to come back up.
The rest of the replays are the left hand.
And there's one of those left hands. And perhaps this could be, I don't know, maybe a left hand. That one misses a little bit, and actually Sheridan connects with his. And there's one of those left hands, and another left. Now, you know, those look like setup shots, but why isn't he pulling the trigger on that right?
Probably worried about takedowns. Hesitancy.
Heathcock the favorite over at cageprogression.tv at 68% and change. Sheridan coming in just under 32%. Go. Sheridan stepping back, not getting a clip of that left. Maybe seeing a little bit better.
Hey, let's counter on that lazy hook, please.
Coaches are asking for a counter on that left. Spinning body kick. Doesn't quite get in there. Small connection, but ooh, there's a good body kick from Bryn.
Followed by the left hand of the nose.
Good left gets through for Sheridan. Body kick from Sheridan. Heathcock comes up with the body kick right there. Left hand from Sheridan connects. Maybe stung him a bit right there, Pat. Heathcock still on his wheels. Low leg kick right there. Misses with that left. Constantly with that left cross. There it is again. Not a lot of mustard on that sandwich, though, Pat.
Well, at some point you think, you know, Sheridan would keep his right hand glued to that side of his head and wait for it to hit his glove and then just fire straight rights right down the middle and catch him, counter him right afterward.
That was a big attempt right there. Missed by quite a bit, however. Almost 2 minutes deep into the second round. Leg kick from Heathcock.
Yes, sir.
Knee from Sheridan. Uppercut on the way out from Heathcock.
Yes, sir.
Coaches call for that body kick, and they got it. Slight leg kick right there.
When you're backing him up. Backing him up, use your jab or use your fade.
A couple of different kicks right there from Sheridan using his feet, trying to make his case for the second round. Inside low kick. That left hook from Heathcock, I mean, it's coming.
Overall, I'd say Heathcock's won the round. Wouldn't you?
I'd say it's very close, closer than the first round right now, but I would disagree with you. I'd say that Sheridan, again, he's getting caught with that left almost at will. You know, he's trying right there with a 1-2, going for the takedown, doesn't quite get there, misses with the head kick. Certainly trying to press the action, not shying away from it, but there's that left, catches him again.
Hey, let's box, let's see some hands. Hey, don't let him breathe. When you play through this
Slips and then takes a body kick.
He did a...
Oh, that left caught him. That one caught him. Another left catches him right there. It was only a matter of time. Ooh, there's an uppercut that gets through. There's that left again.
Over and over and over again. He's getting ready to throw it again. Here goes it. Boom.
Yes, and that one he loaded up on. And loaded up on that one a bit too. Body kick, straight left. Another left hook. Now he's opened up that eye, Pat. The body can only take so much punishment. Another left gets through. Those hands are low for Heathcock right now, however.
He's gonna hit him with the left hand.
This is with that left. Catches him with that one coming in. Takes a deep breath though, Pat. And no, those punches are winging. These aren't three-minute rounds anymore. They are indeed 5 minutes. Dumps Sheridan.
Oh, he let him stand up to kick him in the head.
Right, left gets through on that one. Certainly Heathcock taking over in the second half of this round. Making no bones about it who's supposed to take this one. Sheridan trying to change the pace. Gives him that knee, and you know, he might have the opportunity. Heathcock's mouth is wide open. Wide open. One shot could change this fight. Heathcock nodding at him. Hits him again with that left, though. Leg kick. Small leg kick from Sheridan as well. Spinning back fist, ducked by Sheridan. 5 seconds to go. Body kick hits the arm from Heathcock. Yes, another Bryn Heathcock round.
Yeah. Pretty safe to say.
Taking deep breaths in that corner, however. 10 minutes deep in a fight. By now, an amateur fight, 3 rounds, it'd be over, plus 1.
Sure. Now, when they raise, potentially, if Heathcock wins this fight, they're going to raise his left hand.
Oh, Pat Miletich, you slay me. Final round coming up. Not sure if we're going to see some action. Here we go. There's that attempt at the spinning back kick. Doesn't quite make
Bounced
it there.
off the forearm. It was decent form on it.
Absolutely. And a left of his own getting through for Sheridan right there. And there he is missing the leg kick once again. Trying to go high. And there's that left hand that just keeps coming through. By the way, Sheridan is definitely wearing it on that side of his face right now.
Yep. We did not get the replay of the pirouette to the slip.
We didn't, but again, it was a slippage. It was really the exchange on the way
Heathcock
up.
let him
Yes.
up.
Yeah, the exchange on the way up was the one.
Yeah, go ahead and get up so I can kick you legally, right?
Sounds like your mindset, sir.
Yes.
Sheridan with the leg kick. Heathcock still on his wheels, still looking with that left. Doesn't look like he's in too bad a shape with the cardio right now. Still pretty good movement.
Heathcock in that southpaw stance. He can load up on that left.
Body kick from Heathcock. Straight from Heathcock, kick from Sheridan, kick from Heathcock.
Checked, shin to shin.
Those feel good. Yummy!
Yeah.
Show him something.
Corner calling for more jabs from Sheridan. Exchange of leg kicks. There we go. Sheridan gets a couple in. Hits him with a right on the way out. Heathcock circles. Ooh, good body kick. That could end it. Oh, wow. Heathcock's going to have to stay gritty. That one hurt him. Oh,
his body is
yes, he hits him with the
time.
left in the body and that right to the face. Heathcock trying to get through this. 3.5 minutes left in the round.
Sheridan needs to go back to the body right there when he's circling into that leg.
Absolutely. There he gets it right there. He gets that body shot. He's got to keep going to that body pad.
He needs to just open up.
Yes, he does. In my opinion, and I would say yours, he needs a finish.
Yes, he does.
Hey, let's go, Snipe. Let's push. Let's work now.
Oh, looking for the head kick, just missed. Less than 3 minutes to go in the fight. In our opinion, Sheridan still needs the finish. Body shot from Heathcock.
Got to go back to that lead leg to the body, man.
His eyes are low. And they're not eye to eye right now. He's looking like he just wants body shots at this point. There he goes. He takes that left to the face. Leg kick from Sheridan. Sheridan's still pressing the issue. Another left gets through from Heathcock. Ooh, inside leg kick from Heathcock. Heathcock looking to maybe take this to the ground for the first time, looking at that arm.
That'll make you bail on that.
Yep. Ooh, opened up that head with those elbows too, and he's a gushing.
Yeah.
It's about to get bloody up in here.
Oh.
Looking for that back though. He's got one hook in. Trying to ride him to the ground. Gets the other hook in. Dangerous, looking for that. Oh, body triangle. Pat, you know I'm a big fan of this. This could be a big comeback.
Just over a minute and a half left here.
Coaches are saying hit him to the body, soften him up there. He was going for headshots. Heathcock fighting. Sheridan making the case for this round, but as we stated before, he's got about 1:20 to get the finish. Trying to get under that neck.
And periodically throughout this entire fight, Sheridan has wanted the fight here. Finally got it here. Let's see if he can capitalize.
Absolutely. No chance of Heathcock grabbing the fence. Seems like he's out of range for that.
Grabbing it with his toes.
Well, that's very true. Less than a minute. Coach is calling for urgency right now. Trying to get under there, trying to sneak that hand underneath. And Heathcock is just not letting it happen, fighting those hands. Locking up that left hand.
It can be a real pain in the butt, to say the least, to get a choke many times with those gloves on. Bare hands slip into place. It's a lot easier to slide through, things like that. So those gloves are pretty cumbersome at times. So you got to be creative in how you set it up.
Tough battle. And this looks like it's going to be our first fight to go to decision, unless somehow, some way in the last 10 seconds he's able to get that choke. Well, gets under it right there. Not going to be able to lock up the hands. This one's just about over. I have to say it's 2 rounds to 1 for Heathcock. But we'll have to wait to make it official. Good fight, great sportsmanship. The hug afterwards. Lots of blood coming from Sheridan. Lots of respect in there as well, Pat. I guess you go through a 15-minute beating with another man, and you know, you tend to respect him after.
Sure.
Here's some of the action, Pat.
There's the body kick right
and
through.
That's the one that really hurt him. He tried to capitalize.
I'm surprised he didn't go back after the body a lot more. He did once or twice with his hands, but needed to look for that liver kick a lot more. Decided he was going to try and get it on the ground, which he did, and look for the finish that way. Was not able to capitalize, but definitely won the round.
Absolutely. And there he is trying to get that choke. Not quite there. We expect it to be 2 rounds to 1. Bryn Heathcock, for once, me and Pat Miletich are in total and complete agreement. But we'll wait for Jason Vargas to enter the cage, tally the scores, and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to your judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 29-28, 29-28, and 29-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Bryn White Lion Heathcock. All right, Bryn, congratulations. Coming in, successful pro debut. No easy task against Steven Sheridan. Looked like you got rocked a little bit with a kick there in the third round, man. Talk to us how you got through that.
Man, he definitely caught me. Back as an amateur, actually, when I won the belt, I got my rib broken in the first round by Ryan Houston. It never really healed properly. So first round of this fight, he freaking grabs me. I feel it pop, so I'm like, all right, that's not good. So we get to the third round. He lands a good body shot. I definitely felt it. I'm like, son of a gun, I can't take another one of those. So I just bit down on the mouthpiece. I do this shit for real. I live this day in, day out. This ain't just a hobby. You don't play fight. This shit's for real, and I'm here to do this shit.
Well, look, again, congratulations on the successful pro debut. Anything you want to mention or anything we might have left out before I let you start the celebration?
Man, shout out to my teammates, Midwest Combat, 4-0 on the weekend. Came in here, showed out for Decatur. Derek Anderson as well, Springfield. Between cornering and fighting, I think I'm like 6-0 all weekend. So performance of the weekend. I appreciate you guys, all my guys out west at California, Far West Martial Arts, Team Alpha Male affiliates. Shout out to everybody back home, the support. I love my son. I miss you. I can't wait to give you a hug.
Well, sky's the limit. We know that. Enjoy the victory. Soak it up here this weekend. Looking forward to seeing what's next. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Bryn White Lion Heathcock.
And boom, boom, boom. Here we go. It's going to be Nico Jefferson versus Michael Shipp next. And it is boom, boom indeed. Fights out of Battle Horse Martial Arts. Got into the sport by accident. Just wanted to learn the workouts. This is a rematch from March of last year. Been a lot of bad blood between these two. Doctor stopped the fight, not him. He's looking to get the finish. Feels like he has serious power in both hands. Looking for a KO, TKO victory. Favorite fighter of all time is Rumble Johnson. Well, if you're getting ready to rumble, that's one to love. And if you want to be called Boom Boom, I'm all in. You know, he feels like he's 38, about to turn 39 on May 15th. And he feels great competing against guys that are much younger than him. Certainly in great physical shape. So Boom Boom, about ready to enter the cage. Some last pleasantries and hugs before he does so, Pat.
When you get a little bit older, you get a little bit smarter usually.
That's what they say, Pat, but I feel like I'm as dumb as I was when I was 10 years old.
No, you've just accumulated too much knowledge and you're confused at times, right? Once there's so much in there, you can only hold so much.
You're too kind, Pat Miletich. You're too kind. And right now over at CagedAggression.tv, we got it dead even, fitty. In Jefferson versus Shipp. expect to finish in this one, folks. I don't think we're going all 3 rounds, but Pat Miletich did jinx us earlier, so perhaps the next 5 fights will all be 3-rounders, and you can thank the UFC legend for that one.
Got nothing to do with it, bro.
Says you. Says you. He enters the cage, circles around. Boom, boom. And on his way through the curtains is Michael Battleship. I love that one. Dedicated Fight Team and Nyquist Roundhouse Martial Arts is where he fights out of. Found the sport randomly flipping through the TV. Checked out a UFC Unleashed. And guess what? It was Chuck and Tito. They used to have a thing called a rivalry, folks, back in the Dizzy. Then he found somebody that he knew who was training, and the rest, as they say, is history. He is all business in this matchup. Things have been said, feelings have been hurt, and fists will be thrown. He's not easily shaken on his feet, never more comfortable than when it goes to the ground, and there is no quit nor surrender mentally.
I'm just looking forward to it being a rematch and there being bad blood. That always makes it very good.
Bad blood,
Good fight.
rematches.
Yes.
This guy looks up to one of my favorites, the last emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. He's fought in the past 2 rounds with a broken arm, and he's only been finished once, Pat. He and Jordan Trower's embrace. Trower is unfortunately not a part of the trilogy. Would have loved to see him compete. One of my favorites here in Caged Aggression.
He is fun to watch.
Very fun to watch.
You know, one thing I will say about the Caged Aggression, kind of the ceremony of getting into the cage, there's so many hugs that go on. I mean, you're passing on something in there. There's got to be some ringworm or some impetigo.
Some COVID 1984.
Well, something like that.
Something like that. Something like that. I just thought they were passing around a little love.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
A little love, a little support.
Yeah, all right.
A little bit of a...
We'll leave it at that.
And the Vaseline being applied just moments away from our second fight on the main card. Caged Aggression, the trilogy, continues. The Battleship takes one last grab at the cage, lunges in, and will kick it to Jason Vargas to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Lightweight Division, powered by Talon Grill. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 156 pounds. He trains at Battle Horse MMA and is sponsored by Marque Denage Clothing, Shake the Fear Clothing, Triple J's Rolling Video Games, Garden of Prayer Youth Center, Apply Pressure Clothing, and A Cloud of Smoke podcast. Joining us from Champaign, Illinois, Nico Boom Boom Jefferson. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands an even 6 feet tall and weighed in at 154 pounds. He trains with Dedication Fight Team and is sponsored by Men at Work Worldwide Event Organizer, Princeton Chevrolet GMC, Hearth Roofing and Construction, Sisler's Ice and Ice Cream, Lucius Paints and Remodeling, and River Valley Motors. Joining us from Milan, Illinois, Michael Battleship.
The Battleship versus Boom Boom Jefferson. We are ready to go.
Does not go the distance.
No, I don't think this one goes the distance, sir. Tell you what, Battleship reminds me of the Dirty Bird. Looks a lot like him, very lanky.
Tim?
Yep. Very, very lanky.
Tim's last name?
It's going to kill me right now.
No,
Tim, the Dirty Bird. Come on, you got it?
I called his fights. Now you got me all screwed up.
See, you don't know it either. You're just trying to call me out.
I've been hitting the head a lot, though. I've got an excuse.
I smoke a lot of weed.
Oh, God.
Oh, there we go.
You just had to.
I had to go in
Had
there.
to incriminate yourself.
You know what? If you're gonna call yourself out, I'm there. Good leg kick. Both fighters extreme. It's Tim Means.
Tim Means, very
Tim
good.
Means. the
Jefferson.
Dirty Bird.
Jefferson is dead serious.
Yes, he is. Eye of the tiger in there right now. Front kick from Ship. Misses.
Oh,
leg
yeah.
kick.
There's some power. That hurt him.
Turn him around. Very focused. Ship with a low leg kick right there. Ship trying to close the distance with a 1-1. Couple double jabs right there. How do you feel about the double jab, Pat?
Look, I mean, there were people who would say the jab wasn't something that was meant for MMA. Absolutely it is. Double jabs, triple jabs. If you can quadruple jab, do it. Pick people apart with the jab. You shouldn't even have to throw your right hand unless you want a highlight reel. You can sit there and keep your right hand at home the whole time.
Another low kick from Nico Jefferson. Boom, boom.
Send it up if you want. Hey, watch your hands. Hands high.
Definitely different stances. Obviously, Nico Jefferson, the shorter fighter, definitely having to close the distance. His hands are very low compared to Ship's.
One has, you got to look at the stances, but you got to look at the postures and the mindset. If you were to look at these two and see who has the predator stance and mindset, and who has the prey stance and mindset, what would you say?
You know, it's tough. I guess that, you obviously see the eyes of Nico Jefferson.
But the body posture, the movement, who's calm, who's waiting for the opening.
He certainly does feel very, very calm in there.
Who?
Jefferson.
Yes.
But at the same time, the fundamentals on Ship, he's getting out there. He's not quite connecting. He hasn't found the distance where he's going to be effective.
He seems nervous about what might be coming back the other way. And rightly so. Because Jefferson's got a little bit of power.
He's staying busy, though, and he's an active fighter. He's staying in the center of the cage.
That's a good way to mess with somebody with power, right? You want to keep him off balance, keep him on defense.
He's throwing a lot, just missed with that front kick. But like I said, still hasn't quite found the distance to be effective. Ooh, and Jefferson just misses with that big overhand right. In fact, I'd say if it was just a bit lower, he might have caught him behind the ear. And we all know the story on the behind the ear shots.
Right.
About a minute and a half to go in this first round.
Spun Ship around a couple times with low kicks.
Yeah, a Nico Jefferson round for sure, just from striking effectiveness. But a 2-3 punch combo from Ship, and it could be a different story. Big leg kick.
That hurt him again.
Oh my goodness, you heard that one from across the cage.
Jefferson just needs to hit shin kicks, just low calf kicks, and destroy his leg. There's another one.
Another one.
Just keep doing that. He'll probably take him out with that.
Ship with his own leg kick, switching it up.
Ship he's long, so he needs to develop a real jab, like a snapping jab that people respect.
Maybe you should start training with that gentleman with the nice Muay Thai knee earlier this evening.
Sure.
He had a very good jab from what we saw of it early.
Yes, he did.
.30 seconds left. Good leg kick. That stumbled him. Always hurt. That's hurting him. I think, left gets through, clips him. Right gets through and clips him. Immediately goes for the takedown. Jefferson definitely putting a stamp on the first round with that exchange.
Look at the marks on the lower calf there.
Plenty of them.
Ship.
Plenty red, yes. Ooh, another shot.
Ship getting frustrated. That means it's painful.
Not only getting frustrated, but Jefferson continues to do a great job of staying just out of that range.
Yeah, great
just
footwork.
Just out of that range.
Great footwork, great defense. All the above.
Let's see if we can get some of the action from that round. And once again, that leg looks like it could be Swiss cheese momentarily. All sorts of bruised up. And there it is, turns him around with that leg kick. It's one of the early ones, folks.
Yeah, one of several that spun him around in a circle.
There's that big right hand that just missed. There it is again. Ooh, stingers. You saw how uncomfortable that was, Pat. And one more time, catches a blow on that one.
We should start next week doing leg conditioning.
What's that entail? You just kicking my leg until I cry like a woman?
No. You kicking stuff too.
Oh, good. Yeah. Stuff. Like what? What exactly will I be
You got to get rid of those butter shins.
That's right. And you know what? I do have chicken legs. That's how I.
No, you don't.
Oh, up here's all right. Under the knee.
Calves?
Yeah, I got little calves.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to do John Jones calves.
Uh-oh.
I know, that's not good. Nico Jefferson, the fan favorite here at 53% change over at cagedaggression.tv.
First round jitters out of the way for Jefferson.
Yep.
I think he's going to come heavy this round.
And at some point, it looks like Ship got busted up in the nose a little bit, leaking. Coming in with the body kick.
That was a good kick by Ship.
Yep.
Ship just needs to use his reach to his advantage, which he's not done so far.
Like I said, he hasn't been able to find the range to connect, right? That's the big problem. And he's not setting anything up to get in there. Like when he's throwing that double jab early, it's like, okay, well, can you follow that up with a right or an inside leg kick?
Yeah,
can you close the distance up?
Here
There we go.
Here he comes. Now he's just getting, I think he's getting angry. He's getting sick.
No, he got him in the eye. And hopefully maybe we can have a replay on that so we can see. Man, we had an unfortunate eye poke yesterday that actually ended the fight. We don't want this one to end the same way. But again, if you watched yesterday's, it wasn't really a shot that clipped. It was one of those pawing shots. And here we go. We're looking at it right now. No. All right. It looks like we're going to get a recovery. But again, yesterday, one of those pawing shots.
Remember, the last time they fought, this fight was stopped because of an injury.
Yes, and I don't think we're going to have to stop because of an injury. He's going to take his time, get his
want that to
emotions
happen
under
again.
control. Absolutely. I mean, and you know, some people were booing yesterday over and over. That's not, folks, you watch that, and that guy was ready to go. His entire eye was closed shut for that 5 minutes. They never reopened. Here we go. Let's watch. So there it is right there.
That was the finger.
Yep, that's the finger. Thank you guys so much for that.
That's always, the boos always come from people who haven't had someone stick their finger in their eye up to the second knuckle.
Exactly. Listen, you don't even have to go that far. Like you said, you have a pawing shot, and you just scrape that cornea.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the end of the fight.
Right.
That's the end of a couple months of you being able to see out of that eye.
Right.
Okay, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, you look at Mike Winklejohn. Guy he was holding pads for. The foot wrapped around the tie pads and the guy's toenail sliced his eye wide open, and the inside of his eye poured out onto his cheek. Lost the eye forever. So that's how easy you can be injured, right? I also saw in sparring a couple different times people who don't trim their toenails. That's why we always paid attention to that. Long toenails, a guy throws a kick and his toenail can literally rip you wide open and leave a massive cut over the eye. And I'm talking huge cuts from it. So that's something that, you know, we were really strict on.
Oh, it's over. Cornea scratch and the fight's over again. Very upsetting. And it's going to end this way again. I'm not sure if it ends up going to a no contest or a decision after that.
Where were we in the fight?
I believe we were 2 minutes into the second round. Not sure if we were halfway through the second round.
No contest.
So I believe it will be a no contest.
No contesto.
Unfortunate way of ending this fight again, folks. But it happens. It's MMA, right? Nothing's perfect.
Kareem.
Not all unicorns and rainbows, Pat.
We're going to get some Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goggles in here.
You know, people have talked about that, but let's be
It
honest.
wouldn't work. It wouldn't
Not
work.
only would it not work, I mean, you take a Michael Venom Page knee to the face, but, you know, whatever that material is made out of the goggles, it's going to end up in your eye socket anyway.
Yeah, and on top of that, how could people not cheat then and then poke you in the eye?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because there are people that do it on purpose.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to name any
Say it.
names.
Say it.
I'm not going to name.
Say it.
No.
You were going to say. I know what you were going to
I
say.
know you know what I'm going to say. Because of my brother. Pat spent a little time with my brother, and my brother's a little more vocal about MMA cheaters than I am. And he's got some strong opinions. Maybe one day we can get him out here for a caged aggression event. We'll torture you with two Bermas brothers.
Oh,
on
boy.
the mic.
Yes.
Yes.
The Bermas bookends.
Yes, exactly. The Bermas boys. All right, it looks like right now we're just waiting on Jason Vargas to make it official, whether we're going to have a no contest or we're going to have a DQ. Again, not anything on purpose.
Oh, it was actually.
Yeah, you had Chip trying to get his offense off, close the distance, had a little success, got a little wild, and unfortunately poked him in the eye. Nico Jefferson looking just as frustrated, clearly unhappy. And here comes Jason Vargas with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, stopped this contest at 1 minute, 5 seconds into round 2 due to accidental eye poke resulting in a no contest.
And the crowd's letting them hear it, but again, it's part of the sport. Part of the sport, folks. Not sure if we're going to do any interviews here because of the no contest. I just moved along.
No contest, the trilogy.
Again, let's do it again. Let's make sure everybody's well groomed and the fingernails are as back cut as they need to be, and just hope and pray that you don't get an accidental eye poke like that. Nobody's fault. And maybe, you know, on to the next one, and the story behind this one is just utterly ludicrous. Brandon Guy fighting out of Davenport, Iowa on 0 notice. Comes in 48 hours before the event, says, Mike Goodwin, you got to fight for me. Guess what? They had one. They had somebody drop out. Brandon Guy steps in there, says, let's go. Got into MMA through Bruce Lee. Did the pre-fight interview in a Jean-Claude Van Damme Bloodsport t-shirt. Says he's willing to take a punch, but hey, he's well-rounded as well. Looks up to Pat Miletich and Robbie Lawler. and says it's been a long road. Looking forward to this one. When I talked to him about what he needed to do against his opponent, he says, I don't worry about my opponent. My opponents worry about me, Pat.
Well, I mean, I got to tell you, at this point, he should be worried about Jake Miletich. Miletich is a very well-rounded fighter. That's all I'm going to say. I've enjoyed thoroughly watching Miletich fight, and I hope that this gentleman, Brandon Guy, has prepared fully, and he's been training before the 48-hour notice that he was given to come in for this fight. But Jake said, look, the guy looks like he's in decent shape, motivated to fight.
Very excited.
So,
and like you said, motivated to fight.
You know, good for him, man. Having the guts to climb in the cage. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet. How many people are fighters to begin with?
Not so many, Pat.
Not so many. So it's, it's a rare breed, I guess.
And Jake Miletich about to step into the cage, fighting out of Iowa Combat Club and Marty's MMA. Did some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and some wrestling. He had 3 opponents back out of this fight, so he wants to thank his opponent for stepping up. Feels like his wrestling and his ground game are his strengths. Although I do not personally know Jake, I have had the opportunity to spend a couple times in the bar with him, and we actually watched the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight that was wild together. Really enjoy him as a person, as he hugs his team. He's a real fun guy to hang out with. I was joking with him a bit about how well groomed his beard was. Took it in stride. But at the end of the day, Pat, he's coming in here to do the business.
No, and I'm telling you, he's a very, very well-rounded guy. Very good instincts that you just can't teach somebody. So he's definitely got a future in this if he so chooses to continue down that road.
Well, I believe this is the beginning of his professional career. We've watched him take the amateur title here in Caged Aggression, and he has been impressive over the last couple years that I've been watching him fight. So again, props to Brandon Guy for coming in and taking this fight. And I expect no matter what we see, we're going to see fireworks in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah. And now, remember, as you pointed out, 3 guys backed out of this fight with Miletich. That tells you they're worried about it.
Absolutely, 100%. Miletich in the cage, excited. Let's get this one going and kick it to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Light Heavyweight Division, powered by the Cigar Social. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 200 pounds. He's sponsored by KTBF, Brute Strength Shop, All-Star Sports in New Jersey, and Alpha Company, 2nd 35th Infantry, Cacti AFU. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, Brandon Guy. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands an even 6 feet tall and weighed in at 206 pounds. He trains with Dedication Fight Team and Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by Total Rejuvenation, Nicole's Creations, and Poor Boys Pizza. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, Jake Miletich.
And here we go, Miletich Guy. I wouldn't blink on this one either, folks. They're gonna come in the middle, they're gonna tap those gloves, they're doing the man dance. Bit of a karate stance from Guy. Lunging in with the left hand. Leg kick, ooh, big right hand, no, that's it. A way to save him, though. No, that's, Jake Miletich just has a huge right hand. Just a huge right hand. And that one's over quick. You know what? Great job by the ref. Because he definitely didn't have his feet under him after that shot.
And again, Brandon Guy stepping in on 48 hours notice when 3 professional fighters backed out. And hats off to him. He was in over his head. And and that was apparent after that right hand.
Yes, and that's a big right hand. That's not a right hand that I want to be on the receiving end of.
You deserve it, though.
Oh, thank you so much, Pat.
Just now and then.
Well, a quick one here at Caged Aggression. But again, props to Brandon Guy for stepping in there on such short notice.
I want to see the replay.
I mean, it's a quick one. We could show the whole fight. Basically, about 15 seconds in, he lands that big right. You know, karate stance from Guy, goes in there with a leg kick. That right counter landed right on the chinola.
That was a get slept moment.
It was a get slept.
Get slept fight gear.
And the celebration in the cage. Miletich taking a well-deserved picture.
There it is.
Here we go.
The kick comes. Boom, and boom.
There it is. He grabs that kick, and that's a huge right that lands on
Goes for a single leg on the referee.
Here it is. Up. I was going to say, here we go. Kick it to Vargas for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 13 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by knockout, Jake Miletich. All right, we're here with your winner, Jake Miletich. Jake, congratulations on the victorious pro debut. You left the amateur division as our light heavyweight champ. Definitely came in and put the light heavyweight professional division on notice. Tell us how it feels about that win.
Man, it feels good. That was hard to put into words, but, you know, felt good, that's for sure.
Well, look, you set that up nicely. If you don't mind, why don't you walk through how you set up that big finish and, you know, what led up to it?
Yeah, so we worked it all day in camp, you know, all training camp, you know, the step off, let the kick slide up, throw that right, and man, it just kind of came together, so it wasn't even planned, it's just reaction.
Well, look, you put it together piece by piece every time you step in here, man. We're definitely looking forward to seeing what comes next. But finish us off, add anything that I might have left out.
I want to thank my opponent. He took a fight on 48 hours notice, and man, that's a tough challenge to come in here and do that, so a lot of respect to him. Thanks, man, and I want to thank all my friends and family, everybody who comes out here all the time, all my coaches, man, all my teammates, so thanks to everybody. I love y'all.
Here's to a successful career, Jake. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner, Jake Miletich.
Smoke weed every day.
And on to the final three fights of the evening. Curtis Ellis versus Alex Coover. Our next battle, Curtis Ellis, the first one down towards the stage. Pat, I don't know much about him, but I know he doesn't like to fill out fighter sheets.
Well, there you go. And so we will not talk a lot about Mr. Ellis, and we'll let his work do the talking, right?
Yes, he's fighting out of Skywalker 101 and Scott Morton BJJ. We're also going to be joined for these last three fights with Pat Miletich's podcast partner, Joshua Chauvin. How are you tonight, Josh?
I'm doing well. We've seen some fun fights here. Hopefully 3 more fun fights.
So what are your thoughts on this fight tonight, Joshua? Between these two, what are your odds? How are you breaking this one down?
Yeah, who do we got walking out right now?
Curtis Ellis.
We got Curtis Ellis. Curtis Ellis. He's 1-0 as a pro. He's 10-15 as an amateur. The amateur record concerns me a little bit. Usually you want guys who are running over the amateur fights, going more like 14-2, 15-3, then they become a pro. So 2-0 as a boxer. He is a striker, Pat Miletich. He is 5'11". His opponent is 5'7". There's a lot of things to like about Curtis Ellis, but he's going to be the underdog. Why? because he struggles with defensive wrestling. Those power shots have a lot less power, Bermas, when you're on your back. A lot less power when you're being smothered.
Yes.
I look for Coover, who comes out of a great camp, by the way, out of Des Moines. Trains with Victor Moreno. I think they're coming in with a great game plan. Put the boxer on his back, hold him down. For that reason, we are making Coover a minus 250 favorite.
Ooh, big odds, big odds.
Big odds for Coover. Curtis Ellis enters the cage and skipping around, looking very confident.
Ellis will then come back at plus 220. So plus 220 for the kid that just walked in the cage. You want to put a bet on him in this imaginary sports book, 100 makes you 220 profit.
Ooh, I like the music. First time we've picked up the pace. Alex, what is that? The Alley Cat Coover. I like that. Absolute MMA is where he fights out of. Des Moines is the place. His family has been into it as long as he can remember. That's how he got into MMA. He feels like he's more skilled everywhere than his opponent, and he's ready to get that finish and be composed in the cage, looking for top control, ground and pound, and to bring that power. Looks up to his older cousin, Johnny Case. Johnny Case, a tough fighter in his own right, folks. And he's on a 3-fight win streak, has 5 pro fights in 1 year, and he's spent 2 months training in Japan. You can tell me a little bit about Japan, can't you, Pat?
Yes, I can tell you about wandering around at 4 a.m. because we were hungry. We were on the other side of the planet looking for rice triangles stuffed with salmon or tuna just to get a bite to eat and be stuck in the morning rush hour of humans that look like a million ants coming at you out of the subways and having to step into a doorway of a skyscraper just to let them go by and get to work.
Pat Miletich comparing Japanese culture to an ant colony. Only on Caged Aggression, folks. Only on Caged Aggression. Coover about to step into the cage. We're going to get it done. Let's kick it to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Featherweight Division, powered by Princeton GMC. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 145 pounds. He trains at Skywalker 101 Boxing and Scott Morton BJJ and is sponsored by Astronaut Music Group, Last Laugh Apparel, Zolani Apparel, and Miss D's Favorites Catering Service. Joining us from Omaha, Nebraska, the Universal Artist, Curtis Ellis. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 146 pounds. He trains at Absolute Martial Arts and Fitness and is sponsored by Precision by Nutrition, One Hemp Kitty, EP True Chiropractic, Dexfield Diner and Pub, and Ruby's Pub and Grill. Joining us from Des Moines, Iowa, Alex, the Alley Cat Coover.
Coover Ellis about to get underway. The referee claps his hands, makes it official, and they tap in the center of the cage.
Let me throw one more bet in here, boys, because I'm excited about this one. And when you look at professional records, amateur records, boxing records, 96% finish rate. They are finish or be finished. So I'm going to line this at minus 550. Fight ends inside the distance.
Nice.
Plus 420 coming back.
Big head kick.
Ellis, for a boxer, has got some pretty nasty kicks.
Yeah, he's looking vicious in there right now.
And he's built like a boxer. The bowling ball shoulders, the wide V back.
Wings a right punch, though. I don't like how he set that one up. Oh, good body kick on the inside.
The boxing technique out of Ellis does not scream Golden Gloves at this point.
Only 2 pro fights.
Coover looks
Right.
pretty undersized, though, compared to Ellis. Ellis, the taller, longer fighter, also a little bit more muscular.
Loading way up.
Ooh, interesting back kick. What was that?
Not much. It wasn't much. Looked like he was doing a soccer trick kick there or something.
Not quite one Muay Thai yet. Not quite there.
Ellis, good distancing though. Good ability to move.
Oh, another big head kick, man. I think it's only a matter of time before he lands that.
He's done some traditional martial arts in the past. The kicks, the front kicks, the side kicks, the round kicks. So I'm looking at probably as a kid he was doing some traditional martial arts.
Another good body kick, yeah.
Curious why we haven't seen Cougar's bread and butter wrestling. He wants to apparently stand with him, download some data, but he's got to be careful. He might get slept here. He keeps doing that.
I haven't seen anything offensive come out of Cougar yet. I haven't seen much of a feint. I haven't seen him throw a tank down. That's really the first thing I've seen is that body kick.
Fighting somebody that wild, I mean, it doesn't scream, hey, get in there and go crazy. You gotta protect yourself.
There's that head kick again. That's 3 attempts at that in the first 2 minutes of this fight, Pat.
Yeah, somebody that's this unorthodox as Ellis is.
Ooh, coming in with a big body shot, but Cougar ends up hitting him in the counter. Ellis acknowledges that.
Ellis is talking to him.
Hoover goes for that takedown.
We've been talking about.
Big time stuff, judo toss. Big time. Man, that was powerful, Pat.
Well, we'll see in the replay if they show it to us where they stepping behind the leg. One guy is going to win that generally. And so reaping the leg like that can get you in trouble.
Back to their feet, a little over halfway through the first round. Hoover trying to show some offense. Left, right from Ellis.
The boxer putting the wrestler on his back. And obviously he wants to let him back up, but no slouch with the wrestling there.
Absolutely not. Off balance, gets right back up with a wild head kick attempt from Cougar. Less than 2 minutes to go in the round. I'll tell you what, whatever Cougar caught him with that body shot possibly, there's a huge bruise on the inside of Ellis's abs. Right there, look at that, man, oof. Good leg kick from Ellis. Hoover extremely calm, however, but needs to do a lot more to win this round. Oh, gets called with that left coming in. That hurt him. That's about the end of the fight.
That's it. That is it. Your plus 220 underdog cashes.
Wow.
And Curtis Ellis in there, almost academic. Looking good as a kickboxer. Gives Pat Miletich a smile and a thumbs up. Maybe we can see some of the action from that first round, but really it's his kickboxing and his countering that finally caught him.
The traditional martial arts, the kicks were throwing Cougar off. The side kicks, the ground kicks, the front kicks, all of that. You know, and Ellis, very athletic, great mover. Was a little wild early on with his hands. But again, when I said, you can't get crazy with a guy like that that's unorthodox and has that kind of power because you're going to run into something, and he did exactly that. He rushed in and got clobbered and went down because of it. You got to play it smart against guys that have the power to hurt you, and you never know what's coming.
Pat, how did you feel about that stoppage? I felt like he was still there.
Needed to let it go a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there'd be much of a difference in the outcome.
It wasn't a huge argument, but it was the position because Ellis was moving away. Cougar was still behind him and kind of still with it, like he was almost going to come up after him and grab his legs, whatever. So it was kind of a position where it wasn't like Ellis was standing over him, zeroing in on his face.
I didn't think it was tragic, but I would have liked to see it. Maybe just a couple more strikes, but yeah, that's okay.
All right, Jason Vargas in the cage. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 44 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by knockout, the Universal Artist, Curtis Ellis. All right, Curtis, congratulations on the win, man. Hey, sometime there in the first round, you were facing a little bit of adversity after that body kick. Talk to us about that and the rest of the finish there.
I don't think it was adversity. I just think he hit me with a clean shot. It got my attention, and I was like, okay, cool. I got to watch out for that. And let's just do what I know I can do and listen to Dom. Every time I was listening to him, things were opening up. I was kind of, I would say, rushing things a little bit. I could have set it up a little bit more. But I relaxed, calmed down, got the jitters out, and got the job done.
And got the W there. Looked good doing it. Hey, anyone you want to thank, anything you want to mention before I let you start the celebration?
I just want to thank all my sponsors, as well as my boy Dom. He always come through for me when I need a man. And tonight was one of those nights. This was not the ideal training camp that I had leading up to this event, but hey, I stayed positive and stayed focused, and I got the W. I got the job done. Thanks everybody for coming out and support. Let's have a good night. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Curtis Ellis.
All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me.
And on to the final two of the evening. Quinn Murphy, Spencer Ray. The excitement continues. Spencer Ray on his way through the curtains, fighting on an Evo fight team in Des Moines. He grew up wrestling all his life, good base to have. He was also an adrenaline junkie. Loved the 1-versus-1 style of the sport. When he realized he wasn't going to wrestle for a living and wasn't going to do college anymore, he said, you know what, how about some mixed martial arts? He doesn't feel like his opponents fought a dog like himself. He's ready to go the entire 5 rounds, but hey, he's looking to get that finish just like anybody else can be moving forward, but feels like if he's in a dog fight, bow wow. Wrestling, cardio, and his heart are what's going to bring him the victory. He looks up to people like Josh Henry, local guys, Josh Henry and Chance Ressersteiner, local guys that are helping pave the way, and of course other mixed martial artists such as Max Holloway and Johnny Case.
All right, boys, I'm going to start with, I have this fight at over 3.5 rounds. Interesting to note, for amateur fights, they do go 5 rounds, but they are 3 minutes. Pro fights are 5-minute rounds. So these boys, a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to sometimes we go to decision, sometimes we do a finish. So over 3.5 rounds is going to be lined at -150, under +130. So keep an eye on that clock if we get into the 3rd round, see if it goes past the 45 seconds, or no, minute 30 mark.
Okay.
Spencer Ray enters that cage, hyped up, gives a little bit of a woohoo! And circling around, Quinn Murphy, next to the cage, also does not like filling out fighter sheets. However, I did get the opportunity to speak to Quinn yesterday, and he was extremely confident in not only his hands, but his ground game. And there's Eric Koch right behind him, coming from a killer squad, Pat Miletich. We talked about this before.
Yeah, the Kochs always put out legit athletes, so I think in my mind this fight is going to absolutely be a scrap. These guys are both pretty talented.
And this one, although we've been having pro fights, is actually an amateur title fight, so it's 5 3-minute rounds. But as I said earlier, folks, do not blink. You've got 2 young, hungry guys, and if you're looking at their faces, you know they are ready to scrap.
Joshua Chauvin, who's your favorite?
The Joshua Chauvin Sportsbook shares Quinn Murphy's confidence in himself. We have him lined at -180, Pat Miletich. We have Ray coming back to you at +160. Again, 5 3-minute rounds, not 5-minute rounds. Over 3.5 is going to be juiced to -150. Under 3.5 is going to come back at plus money, +130. I really like these odds. I'm very excited about this fight.
Awesome.
Murphy enters the cage, and we'll throw it up to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Championship. Powered by Wilson's Construction. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 144 pounds. He trains at Evo Fight Team and is sponsored by Hannah Ray Realtor, Upfront Electrical, Kathy's Irish Pub, Small Batch Bakery and Supplements, Creston Studio 101, Muggsy's Irish Pizza House, H&L Surveillance, Centerfield Sports Bar and Grill, and Midwest Food and Liquor. Joining us from Des Moines, Iowa, Spencer Ray! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 146 pounds. He trains with Regulators Fight Team, joining us from Iowa City, Iowa. He's your current Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Champion, Quinn Murphy!
Oh, I just grabbed my partner, Pat Miletich, by the shoulder. It seems like you have some shoulder pads.
It was
in that
designed
jacket.
by Gentlemen's Cooperative. I had no idea.
Was that a football jersey there?
No, mine are quarterback pads. His are freaking lineman pads.
Oh, we're having fun here. Co-main kicks off, and right
good front
away,
kick.
Spencer Ray with the front kick. Quinn Murphy still traveling forward, trying to get those right hands in. Misses with 2, misses with the left, locks him up. Spencer Ray taking those body shots, trying to square up those knees, though. Oh! Gets that knee through. That might have caught him in the face. That one might have hurt him. Backed him up a little bit.
That one
wow, left, right gets through after a
They're both complaining about knees to the face.
Oh my God, right, left. This is a dogfight.
Oh man. Rock'em Sock'em Robots over here, boys. Amateurs playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I love to see it.
Left hand gets through.
Love to see it.
Murphy, answered by Ray.
Looking better than a lot of pros.
Yes, Pat Miletich.
Good knee to the sternum right there. They fight their way out of it. Spencer Ray connects with the right. Oh, right, left. Coming through for Murphy.
Spencer
Murphy
Ray, very effective so far.
Ooh, good knee from Ray.
Spencer Ray moving his head well, getting out of the way of a lot of stuff.
Got clipped with that one, though. Oh, but he ends up with an uppercut on the way out.
The transitional strikes are where the difference
Oh,
is.
good
Ray is
kick
scoring
to the
great
face.
with transitional striking.
Left, right gets through for Ray. Another right hand from Ray. These guys are throwing.
Nice feint.
Giving one to take
Oh, takes one there. Pretty tough. Oh, man. Big right hand from Quinn Murphy. Left hand from Quinn Murphy. Right hand gets through. Left from Murphy. Backing him up now. What an exchange. Right
he
gets
stung
through.
him,
Yes,
stung
he
him
did.
big time there.
Body shot from Murphy. A tough pace to keep up for that many rounds.
Yeah, they don't seem interested in going all 5.
No, they don't.
No, they do not.
Ray looking very effective early, and then all of a sudden, Murphy pouring it on here with combos.
Murphy projects that capoeira kick.
Those coming at you spinning techniques instead of walking away are always a giveaway.
Slowing down. Oh,
goodness.
left, right.
Just back
Spencer
and
Ray.
forth.
Spencer Ray looking to get it done. Wants that finish. Left, right again. Right gets through. Another right. That one stung him. He's hurt. He's really hurt.
This is what a title fight should look like. Back and forth, evenly matched.
I think we got less than a minute to go in this first round. Again, it is 5 3-minute
Nice
rounds.
sprawl by Ray. Shut that down big time.
Very close round, but Spencer Ray pouring it on and making a case. Oh, gets caught though right there. Gets caught again.
Goodness.
And again.
Back and forth they go.
Quinn Murphy now with the offense. I'd still say it's a Ray round, but very close and very competitive.
Very close, yeah.
And look right there, Quinn Murphy ends with a body kick.
What a round. What a round.
Pure excitement in the co-main event here at Caged Aggression.
I don't think they even know it's scheduled for 5, bro.
Oh, they know. They told me they were damn well ready for 5. Both of them said that they had the endurance to do this. The fans think Spencer Ray is the favorite at 75% to 25%.
Massive amount of caloric friggin' expenditure in that first round.
Absolutely. Maybe we can see some of that action. Shouldn't be hard to go to any, action-filled replays in that round.
Take your pick, boys, up in the booth.
What a fun fight. What a fun fight.
Absolutely. Spencer Ray's corner talking to him right now.
Both guys, great technique, great chins.
And there's some of that action.
Both guys shutting each other's takedowns down, which made it even more exciting stand-up war.
Yes. And that's the thing about those 3-minute rounds. You can go a little harder.
Yep.
Give a little more, take a breather, come back in for 3 more minutes. Huge difference as opposed to a 5-minute round and having to save some of that energy.
For all those out there counting the calories on the treadmill while you're jogging, nothing gets it done like getting in the cage. Want to lose the stomach? Get in there.
Right hand lands for Quinn Murphy, followed by a left. Hits him with a left again. Boy, this is back
the wrestling.
Wow. Whoa.
He's got that neck. Looking for that neck. It's not quite under. Trying to lock those hands in, not in position. What a fight!
The River Center is on its feet right now. This may be the most electric fight that I've seen in 3 nights.
Looking for that
By
neck.
far, good technique.
Hunting it a little bit under.
Trying to shut that choke down.
Not locked in. Gets out. Spencer Ray lands. Misses in the second one on the way out.
Leaking out of that nose there. Leaking out
lands
of that
that right left, however. Hits him with a right as well. 3-punch combo.
Murphy's ability to roll through that double leg, that power double leg, and end up on top.
Oh, left, right, left. Ian knows like it's a Golden Corral buffet.
Big whizzer, lost it. He
big shots by Spencer Ray on top.
Ray limp-armed.
Control.
Ray limp-armed out of that whizzer. That's how he ended up taking his back.
Looking for the finish right now. Belly on
Murphy's
the stomach.
got to get moving.
This is
Murphy's
about
got to
over.
get moving.
It's going to get stopped, folks. He's taking his back.
Let's see what happens here.
Oh, rolls over to his front. Murphy trying to survive, but I got to tell you, I don't think he's
not
going
protecting
to.
himself.
It's about over.
He's not protecting himself.
What a fight! Whoa! What a fight! What a finish! Spencer Ray, absolute electricity. Here's the River Center.
Out of both guys. That was a hell of a fight.
Absolutely. That's what you want to see in a featured bout.
That's the best fight I've ever seen in Caged Aggression.
I was just about to say, and I've only been here for 3 nights, definitely my favorite fight so far. Atta go, kid. He's over here talking to the UFC Hall of Famer now.
Wow.
And there's the finish. We're watching it. Gets up on top and will not let him up. A few transitions. Rode him on the back. Rode him on the front. Put the knee on the stomach. You're big on that, Pat. Take away their breath while you're fighting with them.
I'm catching my breath. I got chills going up my spine. Hey, look. Those two are both badasses.
Absolutely.
They're both legit fighters.
That's what I call a freaking title fight.
Coaching staffs have done an amazing job with both of those guys.
How fun was that? And how lucky were we to watch inches away?
That's the way fighters are supposed to operate. That's the way you mechanically are supposed to move.
Man.
So anybody that's watching this goes back and watches it. That's the way you're supposed to fight. That's the way you're supposed to move.
Well, entering the cage is not only Jason Vargas, but Mike Goodwin with the strap. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 24 seconds into round 2, declaring your winner by TKO and new Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Champion, Spencer Ray! All right, we're here with your new Caged Aggression amateur featherweight champion, Spencer Ray. Spencer, man, congratulations on the tough-earned victory. Very action-packed fight, man. Walk us through that finish and how you set it up.
I knew I caught him in the first round with those knees to the belly. You could hear him breathing really hard. Through that takedown, I could tell he was a little tired, and then when I got to that knee on belly, he let out a big gasp of air, and I knew it was time to turn the gas pedal up and finish it.
Yeah, Quinn Murphy, definitely not an easy opponent. Anything special that you did as far as this camp goes to prepare for it?
Yeah, I mean, cross-training is huge, especially here in Iowa and martial arts across the nation. So I've been cross-training a lot, but I got my main man, Chance Kressinger here, my striking coach, and that's been doing freaking wonders for me.
Well, look, going home with a new piece of hardware tonight, great win in the cage. What'd we leave out?
What is that?
What'd we leave out of this? Anything you want to mention?
I should have started this, but all glory to God. I'm a new Christian. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without God and the universe on my side. So thank you, the Father. All my sponsors, especially Hannah. So Hannah Ray Realty, Upfront Electrical, Small Bags, Suchments, and Bakery, making sure that I was prepared for this fight. Studio 101 down in Crescent, Muggsy's Irish Sports Bar and Pizza, Cashie's Irish Pub, H&L Surveillance, Centerfield Sports Bar, Midwest Food and Liquor, and just thanks for all the support, guys. I brought 6 tables out here from Des Moines. It's freaking crazy. That's crazy for me. So I think that's it.
That's all enough, man. Congratulations again. Enjoy the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your new Caged Aggression amateur featherweight champion, Spencer Ray.
And it is that time. It is time to rock and roll to the main event, the culmination of 3 strong nights of dog fights. And Eric Shelton about to make his way down after Dwight Joseph. And Dwight Joseph coming in here to play the spoiler, Pat Miletich.
100% trained out of Uriah Faber's Alpha Male camp out in California. Have put out 8 million world-class fighters out there. Dwight Joseph obviously has a ton of training partners in our Sherman's Razors, along with a great coaching staff. This is a big, big fight for Eric Shelton and Joseph. I think the winner of this fight gets the call up.
Absolutely, and we got to realize this guy has not lost since 2017. When you're on a 5-6 year run and you're trying to take that next step, Pat, there's no better way to do it than fight a seasoned and proven veteran of the sport like Eric Shelton.
What's your breakdown over there, Mr. Chauvin?
Well, what's the story of tonight so far, Pat Miletich? Underdogs, plus money's hitting. Ellis, plus 220, you can cash that. You can also cash Ray, he was plus 160. Pat, my imaginary wife may leave me because my imaginary sportsbook's getting killed tonight, but that's okay. We had a lot of chalk hit on Thursday and Friday. Most of the favorites won. I'm happy to see the underdogs win, brother. Now, are we gonna get some underdog winning tonight? We have Dwight Joseph, he's walking out now, 11-7, like Pat says. trains at the Harrelton with the UFC Hall of Famer Uriah Faber at Alpha Male. We are going to make Eric Shelton a minus 150 favorite. We are going to bring back his opponent Dwight Joseph at plus 135. I feel fair with those odds. I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be close. I have to give the lead to Eric Shelton. We're talking fought Tim Elliott, fought Derek Brooks, fought Pantoja, fought Perez, Dwight Joseph. You'd think he'd be younger with only 12 fights. No, they're roughly the same age. Bit of a late bloomer, came over from Liberia. I look for a close fight, Shelton to edge it out, and I am so excited to watch.
A lot of that leanings, quality of opponents for you, and the things that I see leaning towards Joseph would be he's a bigger guy, fights at with Eric Shelton coming up in weight, and certainly the camp, the training partners. That's the only difference there. Both ways, take your pick in my mind. Yeah, this is a tough fight to pick.
Yeah. And that's something that you hit on every week with our MMA Mobsters Betting podcast is quality of schedule, quality of opponent.
And that's a big deal. Obviously, Dwight Joseph looking forward to playing the spoiler, but here comes the caged aggression veteran, the 125 champ, as you said, Pat, looking to double down, become a 2-division champ here, and take that 135 strap as well.
Things are about to heat up, my friend.
It's electric. It's electric. I have goosebumps right now. The Quad City Zone.
Eric Shelton making his way down, very hyped up and excited. The only one more hyped up and excited than him is Jordan Trowers. And Trowers is known to bring the excitement.
Shelton's been jacked up all night. I just saw him a couple hours ago. I went to get a bottle of water. He was bouncing around 2 hours ago, gave me a big hug, said I'm going to put on a show for you guys tonight.
And he expects after he wins this to be called up to the UFC. I believe that is a strong possibility. And I got to tell you, a guy like Shelton could be very dangerous in an organization not only like Bellator, but PFL. And we all know that, PFL, there's $1 billion bounty every year in each division.
Well, it comes down to maturation as well. I mean, look, going through and seeing the big show and losing some decisions and getting spun out, that's a tough pill to swallow, right? So he's had to put in massive amounts of work to get back into the UFC or wherever he ends up. Look, every fight is the most important fight of your career. This is the most important fight of both of these guys' career at this point. Very pivotal.
Absolutely. And just putting the last touches on Shelton's face, he's about to step through that cage.
Very excited. I'll throw this in. We're going over-under is 3 rounds even. 3 rounds even. We're going to make it minus 110 on one side, minus 110 on the other side. So you essentially double your money either way. Over, under, 3 rounds. It's a 5-round title fight. Let's freaking go.
Shelton enters the cage, says something to his kids. Let's kick it to Jason Vargas and kick off this main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans live in attendance at the River Center, and everyone streaming live around the world, this is our main event of the evening. Scheduled for 5-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Championship. Powered by 7G Distributing Bud Light. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 136 pounds. He trains at Team Alpha Male and is sponsored by Bishop Jones Law and V Force. Joining us from Sacramento, California, Dwight Joseph! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains at American Top Team and is sponsored by Never Been Stronger, God Got Me, God Got You, Happy Joe's, Countryside Kennel and Boarding, Squirrels Tree Service, McCarl Family Racing, and Mint Beast Boxing MMA. Joining us from Indianapolis, Indiana, he's your current Caged Aggression Professional Flyweight Champion, Eric Showtime Shelton.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. Fight clean, fight fair, fight hard. Obey my commands at all times. When I say break, you break. When I say stop, you stop. Red, do you have any questions? Blue, do you have any questions? Touch them up now if you wish, and let's do this.
They go to the center of the cage. They face off. They touch gloves. And we are ready to go.
This is going to be a fast-moving fight, gentlemen.
Absolutely, but scheduled for 5-minute rounds.
Try to keep up, Bermas.
Try to keep up.
Electricity in the arena. You can feel it. You can feel it. Let's go, boys.
Dwight Joseph trying to start it out with a little bit of front kick. Shelton keeps the distance. Leg kick from Dwight Joseph.
This is how I saw Shelton fight in the UFC. I bet all 6 of his UFC fights. He likes to download for the first couple minutes. He likes to soak it in.
Hard clash there between the two. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he just likes to, from when I bet him on in the UFC, he likes to download for the first couple minutes, get his reads. It's a 5-round fight. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Right.
Looking for a jumping knee right there.
Both guys capable of finishing fast, and at the same time, neither has been finished in their career.
Correct.
Hard.
Looking for the head kick right there. Wow.
Joseph in that southpaw stance. That rear leg's dangerous. Both of their rear legs are dangerous to the head. That is the open side of the stance. You keep that hand down, you go to sleep against a great fighter with a rear leg kick. He sets it up.
Fair to say Shelton has the speed advantage. Joseph seems to have the power advantage. At least so far. Oh, we got a knife.
We do not want that in a championship fight, thank you.
No, we do not. No. Let's just hope that he's able to recover. We haven't had great luck this weekend so far with eye pokes.
We haven't.
We've had the opposite of good luck with eye pokes.
Knock on canvas.
Let's just hope we don't see the doctor having to come in.
Shelton seems to be blinking it out.
He's taking his time. He's got plenty of time, by the way. Dwight Joseph looks like he's eager to get back into the action.
Well, he was doing a good job landing the low kicks, Joseph was. Eric Shelton's going to have to start checking those kicks. He cannot take heavy kicks like that over.
Thunderous kicks.
Yeah, a lot of power for a small guy.
All right, we're about ready. A little warning from the referee. Hey, just watch those hands, watch those fingers.
Keep your fingers in.
We're ready to go. Back at it. Start that clock back up. Ooh, powerful leg kicks from Dwight Joseph. Catch them off balance.
Just talking about those leg kicks. Shelton's got to do something about that.
Well, if you're front leg heavy, you can really get yourself in trouble against good kickers. So you've got to be able to crane that leg up, check those kicks, negate that offense.
Dwight Joseph's been looking for that head. He's head hunting with those kicks.
If he can hit Shelton in the head as hard as he's hitting in the leg, it may be night to night.
Well, the main thing is, too, with rear leg kicks to the rear arm, I mean, that's something people do that deliberately to damage the right arm so the power punch isn't there anymore, or you're afraid to even throw it for fear of getting caught with a head kick.
Shelton got a little bit of respect back there. He caught the chin of Joseph. But then he backs up and lets Joseph come in.
Power double here.
Lifts him right up. He's going to dump him. Okay. Got a good dump, but Shelton did a good job of not just getting dumped on his back.
Shelton blocking out there. Yep. Needs the underhook with the left arm. He's got to get the underhook. And
right now, side control from Dwight Joseph.
Joseph underneath both arms.
Where do you think he's going from here, Pat? Elbows from Shelton from the bottom.
I mean, Joseph's trying to move up, go to mount. That's where Shelton has to get that underhook. The left arm has got to be in underhook position here. There, he got it in there and got guard back. Joseph gave him a tiny bit of space and he was able to get guard back. Shelton had to fight for that space, but either way, once you get an inch, you can get that guard back. That's how tight these guys' games are.
In every area of this fight so far, Shelton is getting worked a little bit. He's getting worked standing. He's getting worked on the ground. 5-round fight, a lot can change.
That's where you're dealing with going up a weight class and a very, very strong guy on top of you.
Absolutely. Joseph is smothering him, not letting him really do anything.
Trying to step over, can't get there. Elbows from the bottom from Shelton. Another elbow. That was a good one that came across.
Shelton attempted to kick him off. Dwight said, no, thank you. I'll stay right here.
90 seconds to go in the first round.
Yeah, Joseph, very strong base.
Referee going to stand it up. Kind of surprised.
What are we doing here, ref? I don't know about that at all. Joseph was working, doing damage. Respect to your ref, but I don't agree with that decision at all.
Okay, Shelton. I think Shelton has the edge in the boxing and needs to take advantage of that. Nice
big judo toss.
Shelton to the mount, almost half guard now.
Shelton said, I'll see your takedown and I'll raise you one of my own.
Well, I think he's got to get some work done still to try to take this round.
52 seconds left.
So I just saw Joseph pull his underhook out, which is surprising to me. He made a big mistake there on the ground. Shelton needs to cross his legs there if he's only got one hook in, or go to the Oklahoma ride.
Looking for that neck right now.
Goodness.
He's got about 30 seconds to work it.
The crowd is loving it.
Hard to tell from this angle whether he's got anything or not. It's definitely not under the chin.
Joseph doesn't have a neck.
He's trying to fight it, trying to push it off. Oh, we didn't realize how close that was. I thought there was another 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, maybe issues with the clock here.
Does that steal the round?
Potentially.
I mean, that's a close round to call.
Potentially. That's a big move, though. A good confidence builder going into the second round for Shelton.
And as you know, Pat, a lot of judges tend to lean in a close round to what happens towards the end.
Sure.
What was your last visual?
Yeah. Need more, you want to find out the medical history of your judges, and if there is any dementia in the family, you want to activate at the end of the round. Last thing they remember.
Oh, Pat Miletich, here's some of the action there, those leg kicks that we were talking about.
And there's the eye poke.
Yep, that have been devastating from Dwight Joseph.
And we'll revisit this one more time, then I won't bring it up again.
Power double. Shelton did grab the cage a little bit there.
Slightly got the fingers.
Didn't love the stand-up, and I'm interested to see if he's going to ref that way all night. Thought Joseph was doing work, didn't love the stand-up, but hey, it happened, and it helped. It certainly helped Shelton. Got a takedown of his own. Could have stolen the round.
The takeaways for me is Joseph, the advantage with the low kicks. Shelton, definitely the advantage boxing. From what we've seen, fairly equal in terms of the takedown ability. We've got a hell of a fight up.
We do. And I would just add that Shelton's going to want to watch that head kick. If that head kick lands, that could be night-night. Quick takedown by Dwight Joseph into half guard. Smothering Eric Shelton like we saw midway through the first round.
Got the foot on top of the thigh there, looking to vice his way out and to the mount.
He's not been able to
Shelton got to get the underhook. Got to get the underhook. It's a big pet peeve of mine.
Joseph smothering on top here. As we saw in the first round, Shelton couldn't get him off. It was the referee that pulled Dwight up. He didn't like the work he was doing, didn't think he was doing enough. But without that ref, no, Shelton seems stuck here on bottom for the next 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
At the same time, he's not posturing up. There's a shot.
Shelton's hitting the lockdown on the leg. He was trying to hold him in place. Obviously, Joseph is grinding, putting a lot of pressure on Shelton now to the mount.
Almost and does step over. This is a bad spot for Eric Shelton to be with 4 minutes
Mounted
to go.
with your head up against the cage. I don't think you've ever felt that before. It's not fun.
Doesn't sound fun. Look for that neck possibly.
Turn. Oh, he had to get his hips kicked back to be able to come up on top there.
And I seeing that how wide open that neck was, somebody who was really good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu would have jumped all over that in the fight.
Well, look, these guys are both well-versed in chokes. Both well-versed in defensive chokes as well. So it's tough to get them. Tough to get them on guys that are quality.
I did see that too there, Bermas. That was ripe for the taking.
Shelton's extremely quick and was able to turn it around for a moment. But right now, what we're watching is just a dominant ground game by Dwight Joseph.
He's so strong there.
Got to get the underhooks. Fighting for it. Joseph too strong in there.
Not even a warning.
They're both active. They're both very active.
Sorry. I don't like it.
Dwight Joseph upset about it. I mean, what's your opinion right there, Pat?
I don't think it's a justified stand-up.
You gotta at least give him a couple warnings. 0 warnings from the ref. I don't.
Well, and he
strongly disagree.
He had just moved to half guard when the stand-up happened. So, just gonna say it.
We saw a fight last night. The referee, different ref, gave him 4 warnings before he stood him up. It was kind of
Right.
4 strikes, then you're out. That's how you do it. You gotta give him at least a warning.
Right.
Come on.
This is where Shelton needs to take care of the boxing. Start scoring some points.
Halfway through the second round. This one's scheduled for 5.
I think both guys have found the roadmap to win. Who's going to employ it remains to be seen.
What's the roadmap, Pat?
Shelton needs to outbox him and move and control the center of the ring, period. End of story. Shelton showed a lot of promise when he was on top of Joseph, but Joseph has the power wrestling. If he gets in on doubles, he's going to get a takedown, and look, ultimately the low kicks and the wrestling for Joseph is where it's at.
And Joseph has him pressed up against the cage, throws a knee. Shelton kind of struggling right there, turns him around, gets that underhook. Looks like he's trying to get some separation here.
And Joseph possibly less incentive to take it to the ground, because if he's going to make me stand up in 60 seconds, why would I? Joseph may be searching for answers here.
Good point. Got to be careful on the clash of heads there.
A couple times I've seen them come close to clashing heads.
Would love to see Shelton just throw those hands out there. I think he has a massive speed advantage.
That's where he needs to counter. That left hand right there. A little bit lazy. It drops as it comes through. That's where the counter right is there. They definitely clashed heads there.
Yeah, he said clash of heads. They fight on.
I think
so. That's where the jab comes in for Shelton. When he switches to conventional, you got to poke him with the jab. When he goes back to southpaw, that's where the right hand has to come through.
Almost hit heads again.
Yeah. That's the left hand of Joseph is not crisp, not sound. It drops after it comes out. I'm picking that apart all day long.
He gets him with the right there, Pat.
Shelton connected.
Every time he throws that left hand, he should be paying the price.
We saw sweat fly off the head of Joseph, a la Jorge Masvidal, Kamaru Usman.
I mean, I'm deliberately circling into that power hand to get him to throw it so that I can counter.
Good kick, answered by a good spinning back fist.
Less than 30 seconds to go. Who wants this round? Right now, a close one again.
Very close round.
However, I feel like
there's
Dwight
the jab
Joseph,
now, conventional stance, and okay.
I guess we got less
smart. Shelton seemed to be in that part of the fight, dialing in the right hand, the counters, things like that over the left. So,
but do the takedowns give Joseph the round? Not a lot of hand movement, not a lot of action.
Not a lot of beating him up once he gets the takedown, but again, he's not given the time to do it. But either way.
And Eric Shelton coming in the favorite right now over at CagedAggression.tv.
There we go. Now he sees moving here, slides up the mount. And there he gets to half guard. And I think that was right before the referee stepped in and stopped as he moved to half guard, which is a no-no.
Interesting moment here, boys. We're sitting cage side. The Team Alpha Male guys, obviously buddies with Uriah Faber, Clay Guida, they were getting in the ref a little bit, saying, hey, we didn't like that stand-up. The ref said, hey, you don't tell me how to do my job. He shut that down real quick.
You know what? No, it's the corner man's job to give him shit. 100%. Absolutely. I don't care what the referee says back to me. I'm going to give him shit.
Good for you. I believe that.
You have to.
I believe that, Pat Miletich.
And they tap him up for round 3 of 5. Feints from Joseph. Good inside leg kick.
He should be employing those kicks all day long. Serious
agree.
power.
Or he should be trying to set up that head kick. You know, I believe if he lands with one of those head kicks, anybody's going to stop. Good right hand right there on the way out.
Both guys connecting here early in the first 30 seconds.
Shelton needs to be circling into that power hand when he's in southpaw to get him to throw it.
That jab doesn't miss for Shelton. Come him on this jab and jab and jab.
As soon as he goes, yes, when Joseph is in conventional stance, smack him with it.
Yes.
But I'm looking for that right hand and deliberately, again, circling into it. I can't stress that enough because of the laziness, how it drops after he throws it. He is right for the picking there.
Why do you think that is, Paz? Because he's never been finished? Just why protect my head if I can't ever be knocked down?
I think, you know, fighters develop...
Ooh, good right sneaks through.
Fighters develop habits.
Eric Shelton with the kick. Gets caught right there from Joseph. Still pressing forward. Ooh, big knee right there. Still pressing forward to Shelton.
There's the jab. That's where it should come out.
Interesting. Rounds 1 and 2, we saw Joseph being the aggressor and Shelton backing up. Now the roles have completely flipped here in the third round. Was that Shelton's plan all along?
Well, he's a guy that's been there. You know, I've seen him go 5 rounds before. So I think that's just part of his game, right?
Just can't let it get too far away from him, though, with a guy who is obviously very dangerous.
Oh, goodness.
Right, left, gets through.
Goodness. Are we seeing the gas tank drop a little for Joseph here? Shelton seems like getting stronger the longer the fight goes on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dwight Joseph's range not quite there on that last leg kick either.
Yeah.
Just short. Ooh, right hand gets through for Shelton.
Take that right hand all day long.
And that's the counter right you were talking about. There's a left that sneaks
See
through.
how that left hand looked? Do you see how Joseph's left hand looked there? It goes across too much as well. So he's giving the angle to Shelton to counter it.
Shelton's having fun in there. He's dancing. He loves these marathon fights.
Well, again, the first 2 rounds, not quite sure who got them. This one
Another
definitely
counter
looks
right
like
there.
an Eric Shelton round.
It does.
Started to pick them apart on the feet.
How has Joseph's game plan changed from the stand-ups from the referee? Did that get into his head?
Very well may have, Pat.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why would I want to take you down if the ref's just going to stand me up in 45 seconds, no matter what I'm doing? Not entirely fair. Don't have a few issues. Oh, Shelton hits him again.
Inside leg kick.
That left hook and that jab seem to always be there. They cannot miss for Eric Shelton.
Doubled up on the right hand there. By Shelton.
Joseph touched him there, but Shelton's fine. That legendary Eric Shelton chin takes it like it's a
Nice left hook to finish that combo.
Shelton controlling where the fight goes. And there could be many reasons for that, but he just seems to be the fresher guy.
Solid shot from Joseph there.
Although he did get touched there.
A minute to go in the third round.
Slippery canvas there.
And Dwight Joseph barrels through, gets the takedown, a couple elbows from the bottom by Shelton.
What's he got to do here to steal the round, Jason?
You know, I think that he has to posture up and land 3-4 good shots. You do that, you're going to take this round. But at the same time, Shelton has done a great job of negating any kind of real offense here.
You know, you got to understand, guys, there's a slippery, this isn't canvas, this is vinyl. The sweat, you can slip like an eel underneath people. That tells you how strong Joseph is on top, putting the pressure on him.
Yeah.
You can slide out from underneath a 400-pound guy on a surface like this.
Appears he's looking at the head and arm choke, but it's not going to be there in 15 seconds. And he'd have to step over to the opposite side. He hasn't been able to get full mount yet.
He's just holding him down right now.
Doesn't seem to
trying to land a few shots.
You know, but the question is, again, does that win him the round? There's an elbow to the body. There's an elbow to the head. I mean, conventional wisdom,
no.
That might be Eric Shelton's best round and probably the most definitive one for him. But at the end of the day, I'm seeing 3 very close rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I would exactly agree with that.
Real close rounds.
You know, we might end up seeing a split decision if the next 2 rounds are anything like the past 3. Let's see if we can see some of the action in that round. Again, early on, first 3 minutes, Eric Shelton really putting on a clinic. And then you just had Dwight Joseph get the takedown, power through, get on top, and show what he's done when it has gone to the ground, and that's smother Eric Shelton and become dominant.
Yeah, it's been very clear from early on in this fight where the advantages lie. And it has remained the same throughout so far. So how does it change odds-wise whether it's going to go the distance or not now, Joshua?
Bermas pretty much hit it on the head here at the Joshua Chobin Sportsbook. It has moved to -110 either side. This is a pure coin flip live, boys.
Okay.
And also, cash your over 3 rounds bet.
Oh, there you go. There you go. No first round finishes in the main event tonight, folks. And they touch him up round 4 championship rounds.
Shelton touches him with a jab right off the bat.
Return from Dwight Joseph. All right, 1-2 from Dwight Joseph.
Dwight Joseph got him there. But Joseph seems to come out the first minute of these late rounds and look fresh, and then seems to tire a bit. That's when Shelton puts his running shoes on and starts going to town.
Good inside leg kick right there from Eric Shelton. Avoids the return leg kick from Joseph. Looks to the body from Shelton. Leg kick. Dwight Joseph.
We were talking about winner of this fight possibly gets a UFC contract. I would love to see both these guys in the UFC. I think they're both very talented. I think they both have a lot to offer.
Front kick from Eric Shelton.
Shelton rubbing the sweat off the bottom of his foot because of the surface they're on.
Joseph is leaking sweat all over the place.
Yes, he is.
Big leg kick from Shelton right there.
Flying knee.
Got a knee into the gut there. Never feels good.
On the side.
I don't care how good your abs are. That does not feel good. Shelton continuing to lead the dance.
Just trying to pick at him.
Leg kick return from Dwight Joseph.
Got to step in a little deeper on that, and Shelton would have landed. It was a good setup.
Another kick. Just a little short, though. Little short. Not really digging into the body, getting him on the arm. And if anything, I'd say that's kind of the Achilles heel of the offense of Dwight Joseph on the feet is, you know, he's got the leg work, but he's not quite landing enough. Like right now, Shelton's closed the distance, and he's not able to effectively use those legs, right? He's right there. Give him the inside leg kick.
He could throw him. I think he is just occupied with the fact that I think he knows Shelton has him outgunned with hands, and I think it's keeping him honest, so to speak.
Left hand from Dwight Joseph.
He got him there. Oh, again, backing up Dwight Joseph.
Exchange lefts and then a body kick from Joseph. Left, right from Shelton.
Joseph may be better backing up than he is going forward. Counters very well.
Good body shot from Joseph.
This is a Joseph round so far.
Going to see some combos out of these two.
Another left hand from Shelton gets through, however.
Shelton needs to counter over that left hand.
Misses with that right to the body.
I like what I'm seeing from Joseph here. I think even backing up, he's landing his shots.
Looks for the head kick, just misses.
Shelton just not pulling the trigger enough here.
Yeah, I love the kid, but just seems unsure what to do when he has the footwork, but seems to not want to throw his hands. Not entirely sure why.
Well, we're almost.
Oh, there was
big
hands. I think he heard me, Pat.
I think that wobbled him a little bit.
I think he heard us, Pat.
Well, let me just say
and again.
We're almost through the 4th round right here.
Got to pick it up.
And, well, we just haven't seen more than a 1-2-3 from Shelton.
Right.
And we haven't really seen the third on most of 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Right. Well, and that has to do with Joseph's power, too. Don't want to get caught clean. 4-ounce gloves.
And there's one of those shots right there. Yeah, left hand gets through.
Starting to see why neither gentleman has ever been finished.
There's that 1-2. Hits him with the second one.
That's where you try to pull that left hand out of him again. See what I'm saying? How it sweeps across.
No, that chin was wide open on that one. That was one of the more wild lefts that he'd thrown.
I mean, that's where you got to stand your ground, cover that side of your head, let it hit, and then fire straight right down the middle.
Oh, spinning stuff. We're throwing spinning stuff.
Less than a minute to go in the 4th round.
Stick to layups, not 3-pointers.
Ooh, big Big shot lands for Dwight Joseph. Stepped in on that one.
There's why.
But there's a 1-2 from Shelton.
It's getting fun now, boys.
Tit for tat.
Again, another really close round. Shelton looks like he's edging him out in this one as well. Good left hook.
Shelton
Dwight gets
connects
through.
again. Whoever wins the last 10 seconds here wins the round, I think.
Certainly will stand out in the judge's eyes. There's the last 10 seconds.
Oh,
Left,
that might get
from
him
Eric
around.
Shelton. Very evenly matched fight.
I think Shelton's seeing clearly where his advantage lies.
Seems to. Let's go. What a round. How lucky are we?
One more round. Your Caged Aggression Trilogy before we wrap up this 3-night event. Dwight Joseph, Eric Shelton, I would not even try to guess how they have it on the scorecards. I could see it 2-2. I could see it 3-1 one way, 3-1 the other way. Very close rounds. If I'm, in those corners, I'm going to tell them, number one, you got to win this round. Number two, if you see the finish, you better get after it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm sitting here with you boys and I'm not a judge because I don't, just like Bermas said, 2-2 wouldn't shock me, 4-0 wouldn't shock me. I think
the cards could be all over the place.
And I think they will. I think we'll see some crazy cards.
And I mean, you look at some of the replays there, and there's that 1-2 from Shelton, and sometimes the first one's not getting through. The one is, landing pretty clean. Dwight Joseph is eating these shots rather well. Dwight Joseph is also sending his own left that's sneaking through from time to time.
Probably safe to say that Joseph's shots are more thunderous, whereas Shelton has more pop volume.
It's pretty obvious that Shelton has the better head movement. He's sneaking in the 1-2 much more. And like Pat said, on the feet, he seems to have the advantage. But Dwight Joseph not backing down, leads with that body kick.
If I'm Joseph's corner, I'm saying land heavy leg kicks as much as you can before a takedown. And then grind the clock, and if they stand you up, they stand you up. Then go back to your low kicks.
Shelton with the takedown. Shelton gets the takedown.
Shelton knows how to wrestle.
That was a great level change. Did it rather quickly, got right under, and scooped him
And
up.
Joseph certainly didn't expect that this far into the fight.
Exactly. He did not.
Everything Eric Shelton does is quick. His hands are quick. Takedowns are quick. Foot movements quick.
Yeah.
And he's probably looking to ride this out for the next 4 minutes on top, sneak shots in while he can,
See if
and
the
take
referee.
this round.
We'll see if the referee stands him up now.
Exactly.
Well, Shelton already got one elbow.
A lot of
body
punches.
shots. Yep,
To be
staying
fair,
very active.
Yeah, Shelton's not taking any chances here.
And really the one thing that was never questionable to me, now I had not seen Dwight Joseph fight, but that Eric Shelton could go 25 minutes.
Sure.
And clearly, even right now, this is not lay and pray. He is very active, and he's working hard here, 21 minutes plus into this fight.
Got to pass, get the half guard at least.
And he does.
Which I think he just did, yeah.
Yes, he does. He's got the knee over that leg. Now into half guard, now trying to bowl him over a bit. Maybe looking at this neck. The referee, however, taking a good look.
Sheldon possibly looking for a finish here, wants to take it out of the judge's hands. I
Might
don't
have
blame
to
him.
watch being rolled right here. Dwight Joseph very strong.
Good
Hits him with a shot on the way up.
Transitional left hook out of the stand-up.
Very clearly an Eric Shelton fifth round here, about 2 minutes in. That could be big. Could be huge.
Good leg kick from Dwight Joseph.
Shelton connects there, pushes Joseph back a little. Shelton pretty clearly the pressure fighter here, but Joseph still has that power.
You know what? Joseph not breathing heavy. Hands are high. If I was watching this fight blind, I wouldn't know if it was round 2 or round 5.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got a huge gas tank too. People can't keep their hands up for 25 minutes, let alone stand in the cage, get clipped, try to clip somebody else and keep them up. And really, like I said, no really wear and tear that I'm seeing on Dwight Joseph. Very common there still against a high caliber mixed martial artist.
No blood on either gentleman. What a fight. What a way to end the trilogy. This is fantastic.
2 minutes left.
I
Time to leave it all out there now, boys. You can't take those minutes with you.
Oh, he wobbled him a little bit there.
Definitely caught him with that right again, Pat. You know, again, that once.
There it is again. Now he's countering over the left.
The hometown Eric Shelton crowd loves that.
Dwight Joseph just ducks under that hook.
Spin technique coming. Yeah.
Looking for it. He was trying to set it up.
Then he's going to come with the right hand.
A little over a minute to go in this 5-round championship fight.
When a guy gives you a look like he's going to spin, it can make you a little leery.
Oh, he connected again. Sweat just flew into my eye.
Well, at least it's not blood.
And again to the body.
What are you worried about, Bermas? They've been tested.
I'm not worried. You're the one that got blood on you the first time we did fights together. Had a sour look on your face.
Great foot movement from both gentlemen here. They both know what's on the line. A belt, possibly a UFC contract, and the win. Oh, the sprawl!
Good sprawl.
That's the first takedown I think we've seen Eric Shelton stuff tonight.
Well, stuff that convincingly for sure.
Yes.
And really, it looks like he's going to end up in a dominant position. Maybe not. I guess they're back to their feet. 30 seconds to go.
30 seconds on the dot.
Left, right gets through for Shelton.
Put it all out there, boys.
That 1-2 has been his bread and butter all fight.
Right hand just misses. Joseph knew to duck after his left hand. Oh,
another. The takedowns are coming easier and easier here in the 5th round.
Caught him with his legs together.
And that'll probably wrap this fight up.
I'm going to put an exclamation point on things.
Dwight Joseph throwing kicks, spinning around, last second shots. What a fight. Great main event here at Caged Aggression, the Trilogy.
Close fight.
Close fight. Both fighters holding their hands up. Personally, I think Eric Shelton did enough to win. I think obviously the 5th round is his. I thought the 4th round was his, and somewhere in those first 3 rounds that were extremely close, I think he gets one.
I think you're exactly right.
So we'll see. I mean, again, those cards could be all over the place, and I kind of expect them to be back.
Yeah.
See some of the action throughout this last round. Again, Shelton continually going to that 1-2, but we saw 2 separate takedowns in that round. But as you can see, Dwight Joseph not just giving up and coming in with some big shots. There's that big counter right you was talking about.
Yeah, and there's the last takedown there. Caught him with his legs together.
Miletich was saying live that Dwight looked pretty hurt on that counter, and what we see on the replay, he did seem to kind of try to gather his legs back.
Wobbled a little bit.
Yes, sir. What a freaking fight.
3 nights, big fights, Caged Aggression, the Trilogy. Absolutely, Mike Goodwin making his way to the stage.
He's telling us he's on 3 weeks' notice.
You looked great, my friend. Let me tell you, especially for 25 minutes.
The fighters always go straight to UFC. Pat Miletich, Hall of Famer. He's saying 3 weeks' notice. I showed up.
Well, I'll tell you what, a gas tank for 25 minutes against Eric Shelton shows you you're ready to fight anytime, anywhere, against anybody.
Yeah, 25-minute fight with somebody who's that quality, coming off an injury as well. Hats off to Mr. Joseph.
Absolutely, and Jason Vargas enters the stage with Mike Goodwin. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 49-46, 49-46, and 48-47, declaring your winner by unanimous decision and new Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Champion, Eric Showtime Shelton!
Well, there you go.
And
Close
Eric
decision.
Shelton crying in the cage. And you know what? He was waiting on that decision. He didn't know. Very close fight. Close fight.
It was a close fight.
We had it 48-47 either way, brother.
Dwight Joseph over here pleading his case to Pat Miletich.
I'm not the judge.
That is correct.
Yep.
I'm not the judge.
But at the same time, gritty performance by both guys.
Yeah.
Very proud to be in there, and we hope to see Dwight Joseph back in the cage.
Oh, I sure do.
Jason Vargas about to make it official with Eric Shelton with those two straps around his waist.
What a fight. What a fight.
Come on over, champ. Champ. Congratulations on the big win, Eric. I know this one meant a lot to you. You came up a weight class to do this. Hey, talk to us about how it feels becoming the champ now. And before you do, I know I owe you an apology off that decision. Go ahead.
Man, dude, first and foremost, I gotta thank God, man. Hey, my Lord and Savior gets me through all my obstacles, and I'm able to do it because of him. Because of God, that's it. I'm telling y'all right now, man, I dropped down to my knees because God gave me all this glory. It ain't nothing else.
Hey, now, we all know how tough of a fight this was. Anything special you did to prepare for this one? We all know how huge this one was for you.
Man, I get in the gym and I work my ass off every single day, man. This is a testament to God, the glory God gives me every day to get up and go train. And I do it for my babies, man. I do it for my family, and I do it for every one of you guys out here, man. I love you guys so much. You guys have no idea how good it feels to come home and get a double title, man. This means the world to me.
Well, look, you got a whole crew back here waiting to come in and share this moment with you. But before we let that happen, I want to ask, anything you want to mention, anything at all we left out before we get to that?
Man, I want to thank all my sponsors, man. I love you guys so much. You helped me so much through this camp. My family and all my people, my grandma Jeannie right here, man. She's my rock, my savior, my dad. I love all you guys so much. My cousins, everybody's out here, man, come to support your boy. So let's go, man. It's showtime, baby. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your new Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Champion and Professional Flyweight Champion, Eric Showtime Shelton. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Don't forget, join us over at the Damn View Inn for the official Caged Aggression 35 after party and award ceremony. That's a wrap for our 3-night event. I'm going to kick it down to Pat and Jason to take us home.
And what a fight to finish it off here at Caged Aggression, the Trilogy. Two high-level fighters in Dwight Joseph and Eric Shelton doing it big. But the co-main, Spencer Ray, Quinn Murphy, it steals the show, Pat Miletich.
That is the best fight I've ever seen inside the Caged Aggression cage, and it was an amateur fight. Those guys are both incredible, bright futures for them, and then the main event was all fire as well.
Yes.
Great athletes, both of them. And how did you turn out on your numbers? Did your wife leave you because you lost everything for the house?
I was telling Pat Miletich off air, we finally had some underdogs win. I love it. Little concerned. My fake wife may leave me over my fake sports book getting killed on the plus money tonight, but that's happy to see. Thursday, Friday, most of the chalk hit. Pretty much everyone we expected to win did win. Tonight, we had Ellis, the plus 220. The boxer who can't stuff takedowns. Apparently someone taught him how to stuff takedowns because he did, and then we saw that legendary power. And then Spencer Ray, plus 160, and then Eric Shelton, the minus 150 favorite. 2 underdogs won, 1 favorite won. The hometown kid, this was awesome.
It was, and this is a great finale for the Trilogy. Mike Goodwin, great job by he and his team. And look, he says this is the last one. After this, I don't know.
Let's hope it's not history. Let's hope we do another triple night of fights. Gotta say, another great round of first round finishes in the last half with Curtis Ellis and Jake Mellick amongst them. Guys, we want to thank you so much for joining us here at the River Center in Iowa for Caged Aggression, the Trilogy.
Hey, Cage Aggression fans, don't miss out on the official after party right across the street at Danview. Our after party will give you the best specials in town, featuring $3 domestic tall boys, $3 shots of Jack, Captain, Fireball, and Menthol. On top of that, the best DJs in town will be spinning tracks and taking requests. So don't miss out on the biggest party immediately after the show at Danview.